car at a synagogue in West Bloomfield, Michigan, is dead.
Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard.
At least one individual came to the temple. Security saw him, engaged him in gunfire. We're looking to see if there's more than one person. We're still trying to figure that out. We're trying to get access to the video.
CBS's Nicole Skanga reports many synagogues have been under heightened alert because of the war in Iran.
There was a critical incident note from the Department of Homeland Security that circulated regarding the threat of lone offenders, and it specifically called out, hate crime perpetrators attacking targets perceived to be Jewish, pro-Israel, or linked to the U.S. government and military.
A security guard was injured, but is expected to recover. No one else was hurt. CBS News Special Report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
55 degrees in Atlanta. When do we see a return of the 70s? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. VA Secretary Doug Collins discusses the war in Iran during a visit to the state capitol today. Here's a report all new at 3 o'clock.
After highlighting the work he's done since taking office to overhaul the VA, Collins tells lawmakers his mind is on our troops as the conflict with Iran continues.
The price of freedom is never cheap.
He says the Pentagon handles the arrangements for service members killed in the conflict, but his department works alongside them to help families with benefits.
And we've worked to move to make that more seamless as we go forward.
He's urging all Americans to reach out to service members in their local communities, and he wants veterans to take advantage of support resources that his agency offers. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And check back often for updates on the conflict in the Middle East here on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. Gunfire today on the campus of Old Dominion University. This student was in class when he heard a noise, followed by lots of people running.
Got outside and someone yelled, like, there's a shooter on campus, and so we everything got blurry from there.
One person is dead. 2 people are injured in the shooting. The suspected gunman is also dead. A senior care home in Roswell is shut down, and the woman who was operating it is arrested. Police say 58-year-old Deborah Calloway was running the home on Worthington Hills Drive without a license, and she's accused of exploiting the residents financially. Authorities found 10 residents at the home, many living 2 to 3 to a room.
Our detectives even found a shed at the back of the property that had been converted into a makeshift bedroom as well, without access to plumbing, running water, bathrooms, things that you would need for a space of that nature.
Officer Tim Lupo with Roswell Police says the residents have all been relocated. A man suspected of groping strangers at several DeKalb County grocery stores is now behind bars. DeKalb police arrest 27-year-old Jerome Grogan, who's charged with sexual battery. The assaults occurred between September of last year and this February at 2 Publix locations and 2 Kroger stores. Police say the suspect is under investigation for other cases and more charges could be filed. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Watching the brake lights start to grow. 285 southbound, the inner loop in DeKalb County. We had some trouble pushed off to the side between Highway 29, Lawrenceville Highway, and the Stone Mountain Freeway. So that's kept it a little slower than you would expect as you leave I-85. 285 westbound, on and off the brakes from Georgia 400 over to I-75 in Cobb County. Southbound delays pick up again, though, just before Hollowell Parkway down to I-20, the West Freeway, and 75 southbound's cleaned up nicely, leaving 285 for now as you head down toward Morrow, where that earlier crash cleared before Highway 54 Jonesboro Road. From the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy, breezy for this afternoon. Highs in the mid-50s, wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. Lows tonight dropping down into the mid to upper 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs around 68. Warming back up into the mid-70s by Saturday.
52 in Kennesaw and Union City, 54 in Chamblee. More news at 3:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. But I got my crew. I'm not alone. I'm riding with my crew. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is here. And I think after I said that, some people, is he changing it? They're not the Doctrinaires anymore? It's the Von Hessler crew. No, I just said it was the crew this one time. They're still the Doctrinaires.
I prefer posse.
Well, we're researching it all. We're testing it. You know, we don't do anything without this is how we put the show together. Basically, we have a large research team.
Yes.
And so every night they test, they call people and they test ideas and concepts. Do you like this? Do you not like this? What if Eric said this tomorrow? And then we take all the positives, anything that's over 60% or more liked the idea of us talking about it the next day. And then basically we come on the air and, vomit it all back up at you. Like the research that you give us, we just do what the research says, and then we just regurgitate it back out at you.
Now, do those people also make the promos that you hear for our show on the station?
Oh, my goodness gracious. It's interesting that you brought that up, Tim Andrews.
Oh,
because I have to say,
wow.
I have to say that I'm in a bit of a mood today. And it just can I say that I love everybody that I work with. I really do. I have respect for people, but they don't really ask me about, hey, what do you think we should throw into a promo? And I've heard this promo a couple of times, and I don't know. It doesn't seem to make any sense.
They don't make sense.
They don't make sense. They just go, and let me just say, I love the people that are, it's a difficult show to make that kind of promo. I don't think that we should be making promos like that. This is the kind of show where you make a promo where the voice tells you, what kind of show it is. Are you tired of these kind of things? You want something fresh? You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of promo, because you can't just take 30 seconds out of the show and make sense out of it. I think it's very difficult. So I don't think it's an easy thing to do. I just think we should be trying to do something else, because the promos, basically, to my ear, they're just like, it's like the von Haessler doctrine, and then people talk, feminism. I agree, the von Haessler doctrine. It doesn't make any sense. It's just people talking. And then the von Haessler doctrine. Do we have one there? There's one where I mentioned feminism.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
I feel like are people trying to push this show into, or even trying to make people believe it's a type of show that it's not? Because the one that I keep hearing, I bring up feminism, and how often does that happen on the
you're
show?
very controversial. I think that's what they're trying to push.
Yeah, I like it when you talk about the feminists.
That's controversial in 2005. On talk radio.
I thought it was.
You know what's controversial about this show? Sometimes Eric shows up and doesn't say one word about the war. That's what's controversial about this talk radio.
I thought we had the FF 4 o'clock feminism every single day.
Oh, that's what it is. Like, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't AI it, so I said feminazis. You have it, the one I'm thinking of, George Clark. I know they're hard to find because they put them in rotation, right?
They hide them,
so it's hard to know.
You know what? And there's a restrictor. I can't even play them at this time.
Oh, because it already played.
Oh.
It already played.
Well,
so
we wouldn't promote the show while the show was on.
That's right. And it just played before we came on. That's why I'm in this mood about it. But let me just say this again. I love everybody that I work with. This is not. It just turns out that this is a type of show that it can't be promoted that way. It's not possible to do that. It's not like we have comedians. Like if we had comedians in, right? You could just, the comedian would tell a joke and everybody would laugh and it would make sense. But we improvise our conversation for 4 hours every day. And by nature, like we do the weave, right, Mr. President? We're doing the weave.
We're going to do the bob and the weave.
Yeah, that's right. And you can't get in the middle. You can't get between the bob and the weave and call that a...
And these guys that run it are like the Iranians plugging up the Straits of Hormuz.
Oh, is that... Yeah, well, listen, I don't really want to...
Well, I mean, if you're going to be, I'm just telling you, that's what they're like.
For heaven's sakes, I don't know.
You do enough where you do a setup, Autumn, or myself.
Yes.
We'll say something funny, and then you hear everybody laugh. That's a good promo.
But still, but not. Usually, it's not funny out of context. Is the point? The show is different than most shows. This is a show where you have to listen to it a lot to really love it. It's not a show you can just tune in for 8 minutes a day and really, if you only 8 minutes a day,
Yeah, because they would pick a clip of you, Tim, going like, I hate Obama.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And you'd be doing a character, not being yourself.
Right.
And so it's nobody's fault, is what I'm saying. It's just that we have a show that cannot be properly promoted that way.
Guys, I think it's working. We're talking about the promos. We're talking about the show.
That's what it's all. Hey,
look, people are talking.
Research is
Guys,
in.
we can't play it now, so you better just keep on listening.
Our internal social media is a buzz.
That's right.
Internal social media.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Our IRL social media.
Yes. Our text threads are just
Bling,
popping.
popping and popping.
How did we let the neocons do this again?
What, make our promos? I don't know.
No, I'm jumping around here. I'm jumping around here. I'm talking about the world.
I knew they made those
You gotta
promos.
mention Israel more.
Man, this guy, Lindsey Graham. Hey, can we have a round of applause for the voters of South Carolina? Boy, thank you for continually sending this sexually frustrated alcoholic, warmongering alcoholic. He's obviously an alcoholic. Look at his face. He's got that alcohol weight face.
He's blown up, yeah.
A lot of bourbon at night.
Cold water.
Wishing he could express his
gin.
sexuality.
It's gin. Have a little gin.
Martini.
How do we let these guys? Why are the neocons allowed to decide what we're going to do in these things ever? Somebody tell me the one time they were right. Somebody point out the one time. Boy, it's just going to be easy. It's always going to be easy. It's going to be easy. People are going to love us.
Well, the difference.
People are going to be like, yeah, bomb us more because we think it's great.
The spin this time is, hey, we're going to destroy the economy all over the world.
Oh, so they actually were successful.
Yeah, this time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's all in it's all in the parameters that you set out. How do we get out of this? You know, I heard a report. I said this last week. You know, I've always set it up as, can we destroy their ability to launch missiles before we run out of interceptors? So look this up, George Clark, and see if I'm right. I saw a report that we're already taking interceptors out of South Korea.
I saw that as well.
We've only been doing this for a week, 1 week, and our allies and ourselves are going to release twice as much from the strategic oil reserve as we did when Putin went into Ukraine. And oh, by the way, we start off at 60% capacity. We're not at 100%. We're only 60% full in our personal. Now, other countries that are donating, but we're donating the most. It's supposed to be 300 million barrels. I think we're responsible for 100 of it. That's going to last for not that long.
20 days.
And then I'm supposed to believe this. Oh, wow, they love us. Oh, my goodness, they're so happy that because of our actions, acid rain is falling on their children's heads, that they are going to throw flowers at our feet when we get there.
Just quickly about that South Korea thing, we took those interceptors out, and it was like huge diplomatic.
Yes, because
hoops to jump through for them, with China getting all mad at them and ruining a bunch of trade with China.
Yeah,
to get the interceptors in South Korea,
Yes.
and now we're just taking them away.
Yeah. So if you are a politician in South Korea, there was a lot of people didn't want them there to begin with. And you really had to make a stand. There were some people in South Korea are tired of us. Some people want more of us because of North Korea, whatever. It's like any place else. People debate things. But politicians had to really make a stand and say, well, United States, they'll always help us and protect us and whatever. And maybe some politicians actually lost their jobs over this. And we're 1 week into this war, and we're already pulling Patriot missiles. I don't know. What's the difference between THAAD and Patriot? They're interceptors. They intercept missiles.
I think they're the same
thing.
thing.
It's a THAAD system in
they call
South
them the
Korea.
Patriot missile, but they're shot.
So the
by
Patriot missile goes in the THAAD system.
I believe so.
Is it an acronym?
Yeah, it's
THAAD, yes.
Yes,
it
that
is.
is Terminal High Altitude Area Defense.
Thank you.
So, and then I've been saying the whole time, I really believe this. This is either going to last 6 weeks or 6 years. And do we make it to the end of 6 years? I don't even know. Yeah, we're taking stuff out of. Don't you think that makes North Korea think? See, at some point, if you expose yourself in the Pacific after all of this rhetoric for the last decade about how Taiwan's the most important thing in the world, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is how you get up to nukes, because you don't have the lower level. So if you don't have the interceptors, then you got to start to go, well, you better not do it or we'll nuke you. We haven't heard that yet because we have the conventional weaponry. But all of that is beside the point. Why are the neocons still in charge of who we go to war with and when we go to war with them? Is there anyone alive that can tell me the one time they predicted how something was going to go and it was going to be great and it worked out that way? Am I missing something? Was there one?
Thad has some pictures of Lindsey Graham.
Possibly.
Any Mizzle's got pictures of my Mizzle?
That's right.
Of your ladybug.
Once again, South Carolina. What great job. Just keep.
Do people just keep
sending.
voting because it's like the name you know?
No, I think with senators, it becomes a little more. I mean, people vote the name you know. With senators too, but that's statewide. So you either you know who that person is. You know, when you go vote, a lot of times you don't know who the person in your state senate or your state house seat that covers. Yeah, well, I don't know. I've heard of him on the news. Yeah, I guess I'll.
How many years ago was it that they ran a Democrat in South Carolina who lived with his parents? Do you remember that candidate?
I don't remember.
He's
that
a good
candidate.
boy. I'm going to vote for him.
I don't remember.
He loves his mama.
Oh my goodness gracious! You know, I mean, so I'm still in favor of getting out when we can, and I have a feeling that this president is going to wake up one day. You know, that's why Israel's bombing things without telling us. You know, because they know that too. They know that they've got Trump now, but Trump's personality is he could wake up at any point and say, "Okay, we won, we're done," and you know, if you believe everything, we did not want to blow up that refinery or whatever the hell. I mean, it looks like the end of the world. And believe me, there's a lot of people in Alabama who are perked up over that. I knew it was going to happen in my lifetime. Are we in a religious war now? I mean, the levels of this are just insane. And is that new Ayatollah alive? Just so much stuff. You know, if he is alive, well, some people say he's badly injured,
in a coma, missing a leg.
But remember, Putin was going to die of 14 things, and that never happened. But it is true that they had a cardboard cutout. Was that AI or when they announced?
I asked it a bunch of places, and they said it was real, and I can't believe that that's real.
That they brought a cardboard cutout of the new Ayatollah to the press conference. Yeah. I don't. I'm still holding. Okay, maybe that has been settled as being true, but I'm still going to hold out that I don't know. Could be AI. I have no idea. But he hasn't been, although I thought that I saw some video footage of him, you know, like in hospitals and stuff. So, well, anyway, here's the thing. He was already a hardliner. He is the guy that was most responsible for killing all the protesters from a couple months ago. And if we pull out or whatever, I'm just going to say this. I think with this one guy that's going to be the new Ayatollah, I think we've killed his father, his wife, maybe some kids. You know, I don't think he's going to be open to negotiations at any time if we have to pull out because we don't have but the neocons, why? You know, I think if the coach of your favorite team was a neocon and had a neocon's record, you would have gotten rid of that coach 15 years ago. And even then, it would have said, hey, I think you held on a little too long. I think we can, I want to be able to use this neocon thing for good in the future. So I think the thing to do after we somehow get out of this, without, you know, my grandkids being 30 when we leave, so this is what I think we do from now on. Whenever there's a world event like this, especially in the Middle East or Eastern Europe, what we do is we call up Condoleezza Rice and we ask her, what do you think we should do? And whatever she does, we just do the opposite. No debate, no nothing. I'm guarantee it will be right 85% of the time.
Wasn't she just at the White House?
Yeah, because she loves this.
Yeah.
She's never dropped this. You know, she's a big sports fan. Who cares?
She plays piano.
Who cares? She has Ayn Rand's hairdo. Okay, that's all right. That's pretty good. One person has to be left to have the old Ayn Rand. She's kept it, too.
Keeping it alive.
Keeping it alive. The one person who decided, you know that Ayn Rand? I liked her fashion sense. I'm going to keep her hairstyle for the rest of my life. But I do not believe Ayn Rand would be in favor of all this. Maybe she would. What the hell do I know?
Take their oil.
People love violence. Is this not true? I grew up thinking
I
that
love the
wasn't
ultra-violence.
ultra-violent. People love violins, too, so it's hard.
That's why Ray Bradbury says we need art so we can get art, sports, and stuff like that so we can get the violence out of our systems.
Well, that is true, I think. I think that's true. But the problem is it's also used as a distraction. Like, you remember the plot of Rollerball was kind of like that.
Rollerball.
Remember Rollerball had I'm blanking on his name. Sean from The Godfather got shot up a billion times.
James Caan.
I don't know. Yeah. It's like a 1975, 74 movie, and it's kind of it's this death sport.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that they do it, the world's run by corporations.
Oh.
And the reason that they do it is to get people, to get angry and to get excited while watching sports so they don't notice all the other stuff that's going on. And James Caan, as I recall, he's the biggest star of the sport. And what they don't like is his star is getting bigger than the actual sport itself. It's not supposed to be about that. So they want to make him retire gracefully. They give him this, kind of, I think it's John Houseman. They want to gracefully let him retire. And he's like, no. And he starts asking questions. So what they do is they start making the sport more and more violent just so they can get this guy killed. I think it's an okay. I mean, they
did a remake in 2002.
I think it did not do very well.
I can't imagine it did.
The original is only a 56% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's not. It's like those future. And by the way, it was the future, and I think it happens in 2018 or something. I mean, it's worth watching now just to see that the guy who wrote it, I think he was at a hockey game or something, and he saw because back then, like late 60s, early 70s, you think hockey fights are for show now. I mean, I know sometimes people do get hurt, but they're kind of for show, and they do the thing where they pull the jersey over, which kind of constricts your arms. And,
right.
And then, the refs let it go on for a little bit, WWE style, and then they come in. But in the late 60s, early 70s, these guys would fight.
They were knocking their teeth out.
Yeah, and blood everywhere. And so he was at a game, and he saw how the crowd reacted to it, and so that's kind of inspired the rollerball thing. I watched something on YouTube about this a couple weeks ago, so it's in my head. But corporations run the world. Yeah, how far are we from that? Yeah, they better have a place for the neocons, though, because they got to stay in charge of the foreign policy. And why not? Everything they touch turns to gold.
Yeah, now that all these weapons have been used, we can make more.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, and we're taking the interceptors out of South Korea already after 1 week. Apparently, in the last 2 years, we have built 20 of those things. I mean, and all of this was known by everyone before we made this move. If you were going to make this move, if you were going to say, it's time to finally have it all out with Iran because it's been going on for 50 years and we just can't coexist. Whatever. You make that decision. Wouldn't the smart thing to do be to spend, 12 to 24 months making sure that you have topped off everything that you need just in case this one time the neocons aren't right and it's not going to be easy? It's always going to be easy.
I thought it would be like Venezuela.
Of course he did. That's exactly what happened. That's what happened. He thought he could do it like Venezuela. Been listening to, I'm always kind of embarrassed to tell people that one of my favorite Bob Dylan albums is Infidels. Because it's in the 80s and it's a rock album. I don't know, but he's got a lot of great stuff. I've been listening to it lately. And obviously, it's not about what's happening right now. And yet it is. In so many ways, it is. I could throw a few lyrics at you. One of my favorites always has been, they say that patriotism is above the law. No. I'm sorry. Yeah. They say that patriotism is the last refuge to which a scoundrel clings. Steal a little and they throw you in jail. Steal a lot and they make you a king.
Snap out of it, baby. People are jealous of you.
They smile at your face, but behind your back they hiss. I don't know if I should go in the other one. People get really, really mad. But, the campaign was that we weren't going to have any more forever wars. And there is just, I'm not putting the two together, but there is a song on that album says, sometimes Satan comes as a man of peace. There's a great line in that song that I think applies to someone we all know. Because it's kind of like
Tim.
Hey.
It's kind of like going through all the types that could come along, that could fool you, that could actually be, the Antichrist. And one of the great lines is, he can be fascinating, he can be dull. He can ride over Niagara Falls in the barrels of your skull.
Whoa.
First he's in the background, then he's in the front. Both eyes looking like they're on a rabbit hunt. So I've been listening to that a lot. And then it's interesting, Bob Dylan, he kind of was all over the place when it comes to war. Because when he was younger, it was
Masters of War.
Which that just seemed like 100%. I hate you. If you build bombs, I hate you. You're ruining the world. And then Neighborhood Bully is on this one, and he's kind of like, well, sometimes you got to use the bombs. So, there's a lot of years in between there. Great album, though, Infidels. But a lot of people don't know how to get into Bob Dylan. Start with Infidels. I know you think you have to start with, the really, really, there's greater albums. But I think it's the most accessible. You think it's
Blood on the Tracks.
Blood on the Tracks is as well. But this one, I don't know. Mark Knopfler on guitar producing it. That's a good line, too. Man has invented his doom. The first step was touching the moon.
Oh, so he's anti-science.
She said, who's gonna take away his license to kill?
Now they take him and they teach him and they groom him for life.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. Get more at retireatlradio.com. And Matt, what makes you and the team, what makes you different?
You come to us, you come to the Vincent Financial Group for money management, and yet maybe you're a really conservative investor. Our fee is not going to change whether or not we're shooting for a 20% rate of return or a 5% rate of return. This is one of the better use cases for a no-fee growth annuity, because on those no-fee growth annuity contracts, if you get the right ones and if you're working with the right people, you won't pay an advisory fee on those dollars, and yet you are getting exactly what you want, which is a vehicle that has more safety to it. So for those people in the retirement window looking for a way to take some risk off the table but not have to pay a fee to do it, a no-fee growth annuity can be a phenomenal complement to a portfolio. If you want to have that conversation around, what your mix of assets should be, we'd love to have that conversation with you. You can go to retireatlradio.com. Right there on the homepage, you can book a 30-minute discovery call with us. We can have this conversation. We would love to do it.
Again, that's retireatlradio.com, or make the call. We have a representative standing by right now. 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488. That initial consultation to discuss your financial future with Aaron Vincent, Matthew Decker, the team at the Vincent Financial Group. It's no cost, no obligation. 770-280-1488 or retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
If you're hurt in a car, trucking, or motorcycle wreck, call Sweet James Accident Attorneys, protecting injured victims across Georgia. 800-9-MILLION. The firm that cares, the firm that wins. Pay nothing until they win. 800-900-0000 and online at sweetjames.com.
Discover the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Join us Sunday, March 15th from 11 to 5 for the grand opening of the new Panorama Buckhead Condominium Residences. Be the first to experience stunning new renovations, tour model homes, and discover condo purchase options with prices starting from the 300,000s. Sunday, March 15th from 11 to 5. Enjoy priority access to released condo inventory. Don't miss your chance to unlock the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Visit panoramacondoatlanta.com for details.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, a synagogue near Detroit is attacked.
CBS News special report. A car rammed a synagogue in West Bloomfield Township, Michigan today, followed by gunfire.
We believe there is one individual deceased in the vehicle. It's been complicated because there was some fire.
Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard said investigators are still clearing the scene.
Something ignited. That's a work in progress. We're, through an abundance of caution, clearing the vehicle for IEDs or any explosives.
There is an early childhood learning center inside the building, but the children were evacuated, some by their parents. One security guard was hospitalized. CBS's Sam Vinograd on the investigation now.
The investigation will look at who the active shooter was, whether the active shooter was in touch with other individuals, and how, when, and why this individual mobilized to violence. That is all important to try to understand if there are other active threats to this community.
CBS News special report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
Iran's new supreme leader relays a message on Iranian state TV today. Correspondent Marcus Moore reports the new Ayatollah did not appear on camera, but his message was read by a TV host.
One of the things he said is that the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed, and he also suggested that they have considered and looked at opening other fronts of the war and exploiting areas where the enemies, as he's described them, have little experience. And he said that there would be areas that are vulnerable to them.
During a visit to the state capitol today, VA Secretary Doug Collins says he's thinking of American service members and their families as the conflict with Iran continues.
As a veteran myself, as one who's getting ready to retire here in the next couple of months, this is very close to my heart. I've been in that part of the world before. I deployed to Iraq while I was a member of this body, as a matter of fact. And so I've made sure that we're doing everything we can to be outwardly focused.
He is urging all Americans to reach out to military families right now. And check back often for updates on the conflict in the Middle East here on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. It is now 3:32 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, already a packed house into the heart of the city. 400 southbound delays are creeping now back towards Lenox Road. 85 southbound slows just before Cheshire Bridge. Lenox, all trying to make your way onto I-85 and 75-85 southbound, with those delays continuing through Midtown down to about Cortlandt Street and I-20. Northbound packed in, Highway 166, Langford Parkway to Peachtree Pine Street. Earlier, utility work that had Claremont Road shut down and between La Vista Road and Black Fox Drive. Looks like most of that is wrapped up. Traffic is moving through that area again, so that is some good news. And on the south side, trouble just cleared. 75 southbound, Highway 138 exit 228. Lingering volume from Mount Zion Boulevard, but that as well is starting to thin out. From the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies, breezy and chilly today with highs limited to the mid-50s. Wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. Temperatures tonight dropping down to the mid to upper 30s, staying cool for tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 68.
52 in Smyrna, 57 in Clarkston, 53 in Hampton. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Fall in love with Terrifying Jewelry's amazing collection of designer brands such as Roberto Coin, De Beers Forevermark Diamonds, and their collection of fine Swiss watches from Rolex, Tudor, and Tag Heuer. Treat yourself and your loved ones to a special gift from Terrifying Jewelry Company in Buford.
They lied, they cheated, and they broke the law. Liberal losers forced illegal migration on hardworking Americans. But conservative businessman Rick Jackson is ready to fight back.
I don't care if you're Muslim or Mongolian. You don't have the right to force your culture on our country.
Corrupt career politicians let the invasion happen, then made it worse. But conservative businessman Rick Jackson isn't gonna let them get away with it.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes, victimize our children, and get away with murder. So here's my guarantee to them. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed. Any questions?
It's time to win big for Georgia. Rick Jackson, the Trump-supporting, straight-talking, successful businessman with nothing to lose. Rick Jackson for governor.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Selling your home? Think bigger. With Orchard, get cash up front to buy first, then sell your old home for top dollar. Take control today with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows that when spring showers are coming down so hard it seems like Mother Nature traded out cats and dogs for lions and bears, you'll be glad you called us to clear your blocked drains and prevent dangerous power surges so your home can stay safe and comfortable. Plus, with Castile's same-day water heater installs and repairs with no emergency service fees, we work fast to ensure you have all the plumbing and electrical help you need. So book CastileAir.com now and enjoy the comfort of your home without worrying about whatever kind of zoo that's coming down out there.
One more observation on our current situation. And then, I got good fun stories we can turn to. So I'm going to put these two things together. I don't know if most people are. So there's a lot of online joking about Marco Rubio's shoes. Now, I mentioned this a couple days ago. So this is as a result of a Wall Street Journal article that said all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, Trump decided he wanted everyone wearing the same shoes. They're cheap, but if you think about it, they're dress shoes. They're $145. So what he does is while you're in a meeting with him, not only does he say, I'm going to get you some shoes, but he guesses, like it's a carnival. He guesses your shoe size. Now, would there be a need for that? Wouldn't you assume that people who are running the world know their own shoe size? So you could ask, hey, Marco, what's your shoe size?
I think he probably would be wrong, so I want to get the right one.
So he guesses your shoe size, and then he gives you the shoes. There are, in the Wall Street Journal article, there was a photo of like 6 or 7 people around the president, and they all had the same kind of shoes on. So Marco Rubio, because people were looking for it after the Wall Street Journal article, Marco Rubio, they notice, is walking around in shoes that are too big. How am I going to connect this to the war and the cabinet? Well, I'm going to ask you this question. If Marco Rubio is afraid to tell the president that he was wrong about his shoe size, what are the chances that Marco Rubio will ever tell the president that he's wrong about anything going on in the world? This is just a room full of sycophants who want to be president one day, and they're doing what they can right now to not only get through, but to end up on top. Right now, Rubio looks like he's soaring above Vance, but this is the reality show inside the reality show, is which one is going to get the nod as the heir apparent for 2028, if we're going to assume that those elections will take place. It's right there. He's the Secretary of State, and he's running other things as well. I can't remember. I think he's running like 3 things.
Venezuela, basically.
Venezuela, he's the head of, but I mean, Secretary of State would.
He has 2 cabinet positions.
Yes, yeah. And he will not stand up to the president enough to tell him that the president was wrong about the shoe size. Instead, he wears the shoes when he's around the president. What are the odds that that same person is going to say, no, we shouldn't do that because it's going to only, if Trump's saying, I think it's going to be great, what are the odds that that same person is going to speak up and say, no, I think we're going to take way too much collateral damage, or it puts us in harm's way? Nobody speaks up that's around this guy.
He doesn't want to hurt Trump's feelings.
Well, yeah, that's what he told me.
I think it helps me that, for many years, Autumn Fisher has been here to tell me what an idiot I am.
There you go.
Doesn't feel good all the time. But don't you need people
Yeah, but she
that are
wears
around
those shoes you bought her, those really big shoes. She falls down.
Yeah,
all
I
the
know,
time.
I know.
Well, I didn't want him to feel bad.
He has 1 cabinet position, but he's also the national security advisor.
Yeah, when they fired the guy because of the was he the one, Walls or whatever, because of the whole Signal app flap? Yes. Remember that whole thing?
Right.
And then they just say, okay, Marco, you take that over. You do that now.
It was
Waltz.
Tim Waltz?
No, not him.
That's
the governor of Minnesota.
Governor of Minnesota.
I'm just a dummy. He was an aspiring vice president.
Yeah, well, listen, even when you become vice president, history tends to forget you. Dan Quayle, anyone? history tends to forget the vice president.
And even with Rubio favoring Vance so much more. I mean, Vance is kind of being cast into
Oh,
the
no,
shadow
yeah.
now.
Well, Trump is pumping Rubio now. I think he's going to go down as the greatest secretary. Well, let's see how this mess works out. If he can work this mess out and we don't get another ISIS or we don't get a civil war or we don't get a broken state for the next 25 years, okay, maybe he will be.
You're not even considering Jake Paul?
Jake Paul. This whole thing, too.
What's that guy? Is he running for something?
No, he's not running. Is he part of whatever the events are going to be in July 4th or something? Why was he there?
So he was
the wrestling on the lawn. Or
so he was
whatever?
speaking.
I would love it if it was wrestling.
Nude Greco-Roman
Yes.
wrestling.
Get in
on the
there,
lawn.
grab him, get his sack, grab it.
He was speaking on behalf of the Trump candidate to take out Massey in Kentucky.
Oh, right. Is
that
he
clown.
from Kentucky?
I has
what's
some
his
kind
Kentucky?
of tie to Kentucky. I don't know if he's from
what is
there.
He, is his latest 4-minute girlfriend from Kentucky or something? Or, I don't know. He might be married for all that.
Trump loves him, though.
No, he's a great guy. He's a courageous guy and a talented guy. He's a hell of a fighter, too, by the way.
No,
and
not.
I just want to say,
Not a hell of a fighter.
I'm going to make a prediction that you will be, in the not-too-distant future, running for political office. And you have my complete and total endorsement. And you have
I love it. He goes to that second year. And you have mine.
If I'm alive, I will campaign for you.
That was a lot of energy from him.
Well, there's not much going on. He gets plenty of time to
That's
sleep.
right. It's not like the whole world is.
With China just sitting there going,
Just
well,
some-
let them do it, or we'll take over after they're
Yeah,
done.
well, that's what they think. That's what China thinks. China thinks that we're overextended. We're a dying empire. And, not for nothing, this is kind of how it happened to Rome. Just let's just go over there. Let's go over there. Let's get, meanwhile at home, there's homelessness going like crazy and, people are, want to kill each other all the time. Now we have this violence against synagogues. It's like everything falling apart at home. But hey, let's go conquer. Let's go conquer. Let's go make the world be what we tell it to be.
And you have my complete and total endorsement.
Yes! I'm not a beta. But I do, at times of war, I would like to think that the adults are in charge. And, while, whether it works, maybe it'll work out. I don't know. But for right now, we've created hell on earth in Tehran. And, he and Jake Paul are doing the YMCA dance together. Could this become more surreal? Like, can you imagine Eisenhower? Yeah, they're going to find pictures of him just before D-Day got set off. General Eisenhower. And they were like, hey, they were talking to, I guess did they have influencers back in the 40s?
Chattanooga Choo Choo, the Andrews sisters.
And me boy. I don't even remember what Eisenhower sounded like. But very Midwestern, right?
Yeah.
Where was he from? Illinois or Kansas?
Is he from Missouri? Or no, that was Truman.
That's Truman's from Missouri. Thank you.
So you mean to tell me that George H.W. Bush didn't go to Berlin and dance when the wall came down?
No, he didn't. Actually, he had a great line about, Leslie Stahl wanted me to go dance on the wall or something, some ridiculous idea. No, it was a totally different time. George H.W. Bush, they released, hey, we're glad the wall came down. There was no, hey, we gotcha. None of that. They were serious people.
We are the champions, my friends.
You could disagree with serious people, but they were serious. They acted like this was serious stuff and not a cartoon. All right, that's enough of that. Let's have some fun. What do you say?
And you have my complete and total endorsement.
Okay, I can have fun
now?
now?
He wants us to have fun.
He wants us to have fun.
Yes.
All right, very good. Then I'll have
Go out and shop.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yes.
Go out and shop.
It's not like it's been great for the last 40 years.
Buy things.
I think the last good president was Reagan. And I disagreed with him a lot. But he knew who he was, and he knew what he wanted.
I have
he
no
understood.
idea what the neocons are doing behind my back. Because they were doing stuff then.
They were kind of rising
not telling
at
him.
that point. Well, you consider like Ollie North a proto-neocon type?
No,
type
but
of...
the Cheney and the Rumsfeld, those guys were in that system doing things and organizing things. And with Weinberger, they're doing all that stuff. They were selling arms to Iran.
By the way, if Dick Cheney was alive today, he would love Trump. He's been wanting to go. He's
not doing it the right way.
Yeah, I guess they're.
That's what they're saying.
That's what Bill Kristol's saying there,
yeah.
right?
And John Bolton.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. Yes, he is both
He's
funny.
real political.
He's the funniest neocon there is. I got to say, Billy Crystal. He's the publisher of the National Review. No, that's William F. Buckley.
That was William F. Buckley.
Weekly Standard.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still does, but I think he started that one. Big neocon. He and Lindsey Graham get together and refuse to tell the world what they actually do when they turn out the lights.
I love your think tank.
Topical.
And then it hits me, and I'm like, this is a freaking AI lady.
Local.
Green's resignation is going to shrink the Republican majority in the House.
Getting you through your morning.
How does that work?
Mark Arrow.
You've got to be kidding me.
Mark Arrow.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Spring is almost here, and that means termites, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. That's why I trust my Arrow Exterminators team member Ken to keep my home protected. Arrow uses the most effective and environmentally friendly solutions available, and they back it with a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Call for your free pest inspection at 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com and tell them Belinda sent you.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less. With expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood, beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
Here's another reason Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust. This is Scott Slade. During a recent maintenance visit, my Ragsdale heating and air technician discovered the reason one of my heat pumps wasn't working quite right. He diagnosed the problem, made a special trip to pick up the parts he needed, and I was back in business the same day, just before the big freeze in January. Now, many of these great folks at Ragsdale have been with the company 10, 20, even 30 years. No wonder Ragsdale has over 10,000 reviews and a 4.9 Google rating. And you know that warmer weather's on the way, and Ragsdale wants you to be ready. Right now, you can save up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system. And the savings extend long past this season with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. If your system just needs to tune up to get ready for spring and summer, they can help with that too. You can trust Ragsdale for your plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs too. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or give one of their friendly customer service reps a call. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
When it rains, it pours right into your crawl space, and that creates that musty smell and mold growth under your house. Hi, I'm Jeremy, owner of American Crawl Space Solutions. We offer a needs-based approach to drying out your crawl space and encapsulating it to keep it dry without high-pressure sales tactics or trying to oversell you. Make the smell and the water go away. Give us a call today. American Crawl Space Solutions.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
So my friends over at Pure Talk have been sending me customer feedback from consumeraffairs.com, where thousands of people rate and review the top wireless providers. Here, for instance, is a nice note from James in Raleigh, North Carolina, who writes, quote, "After hearing Mike Rowe's ad, we made the switch to Pure Talk, and we couldn't be happier. We went from spending $1,200 a year with T-Mobile to $420 with Pure Talk. Thanks, Mike. Switch today! Exclamation point. Pure Talk is saving James $820 a year. And because he literally wrote the words switch today in capital letters with an exclamation point, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this commercial to him. So folks, take it from James in Raleigh, North Carolina. Pure Talk can give you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on the same 5G service the big guys are overcharging you for. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. You'll also save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 to save an additional 50%. Thanks, James.
Very wise. Still causing trouble today. He couldn't have known that.
Nope.
No, we back on the air? Okay, I guess we have to start making sense then. This is in the AJC. Now, this is my understanding is they took the Atlanta Journal and the Atlanta Constitution.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Put them together. And they became the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And we knocked that down to AJC. So just so everybody understands what the source here and where it comes from.
Autumn, do you get it?
Why? Because she's a girl? You think?
No, I'm just making sure she gets it.
The paper?
I get it.
Yeah, I get it every Sunday at the grocery store.
I don't.
I love the coupons.
You're still clipping coupons?
No, they don't put it out anymore.
Oh, of course. Oh, that's right. It's done now,
Yeah.
right? That's right. It's
Digital
all
only.
You can't
it's
even get
only
like
online.
the comics on a Sunday.
What are you going to do? Just send that out, the comics?
Oh, I miss
So-
No, I'm
Shoe.
saying-
I want to see the latest Shoe.
I used to love it. My
It just
parents used to save the comics for me.
It gets funnier and funnier over the years.
Shoe?
Yeah, it just gets funnier. I haven't read a comic in
Baby Blues.
8 million years.
Dondi.
AJC.
What was that one where it was like a veteran or something?
A veteran.
It was so boring. It was like a political one.
They had inside the comics and the
Yeah.
Sunday funnies.
Doonesbury?
Yeah, probably. It was on the right.
Oh,
I
hold
don't know.
on. Doonesbury was the top. See, what happened was Doonesbury for, I don't know, 15, 20 years in everybody's Sunday newspaper, it was the top. It was always the first one because it was considered the greatest comic.
Oh.
It never, hardly ever made me laugh at all.
Calvin and Hobbes was the top one for a long time.
Well, what
and
happened?
then it was Baby
well,
Blues.
If you will let me finish, I'm going to walk
Well,
through the system. The Doonesbury, he retired for a while, and then Bloom County,
which is much funnier.
Much funnier. That took over, and then here's the deal. Then this guy came out of retirement. He's married to Jane Pauley, I think.
Yes.
Gary
Trudeau.
Yeah, he came out of retirement, and then they took Bloom County right off. They gave him his spot back.
Dang.
And it was even worse.
But in the dailies, they put it on the opinion page.
When are you getting to Calvin and Hobbes?
I was out by the time Calvin and Hobbes got there.
Oh, but why did you tell me to stop?
Well, I'm just telling you what when Doonesbury first left. I'm just trying to give you some history.
We should make a
here
promo out
for
of
what
it.
happened. So if I don't know if he
Doonesbury.
I don't know
Topical.
if did he retire again, and that's why Calvin and Hobbes ended up.
I think they're done yet. No, but Calvin and Hobbes just took over because it was so funny. And
It was so good.
Adults and kids could follow it.
I'm a Dilbert man.
Dilbert.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that guy got in trouble. I don't know. I don't know.
Canceled. And then he died.
No, he's dead. You can't get any more canceled than dead.
Right. True.
I like the fact like he said something people didn't like. I don't know. Did he turn out they think he's a racist or something? I didn't follow it, but he fell out of favor. I know that. And then these people, like somebody dies, they're like, "Good, Rick." It's like, oh, he's dead. It's like it's like you don't
I want
have-
his family to know I hated him.
You don't have to say anything nice, but if you thought he was a problem solved.
Yeah.
No need to keep going.
You win.
I was like, there's that period of time where young people were starting to discover the dark side of John Lennon, and that he used to always like pretend that he was like lame and stuff, and like he was making fun of people that had disabilities. That was part of his whole thing. Even you look at the early Beatles footage, he would do the stuff on stage where he would claw his hands together and pound his foot, and all, and then people found out that he was one time he hit his wife, which he has admitted, and And then it was during the millennial rise. And there was all this, oh my God. And my point back was, yeah, he was murdered. I think he paid for anything. I don't know. He was walking home one night and he was shot 5 times or something, and he bled out. So
Should've been sooner.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what is it that you want to try to extract from this? He paid for anything that he did during his life, certainly. People mad at the dead. That's when you know that you are unhinged. If people are dead and you're still mad at them.
Got off too easy.
Yeah, he did.
They had to take all of his music off of Spotify.
No, don't do that.
I gotta make money. I
need more money. I do. I don't want to die unless I'm a multi-billionaire.
You got to give it to Paul McCartney. He does. He is greedy, and he wants every penny. He's not going to die until every Beatles fan is broke, having given him all their money. But he doesn't spend it. He never had a Nick Cage problem. I got too many castles. He has 4 or 5 properties, but they're all relatively. Yeah, they're all relative. He doesn't live in mansions. He never has.
His daughter, right, is famous in her own right.
Yeah, but my point is, he just he was born very poor, and it never left him. So it's all about putting it in the bank account. He never
now,
really.
Yoko gets all that money, right?
The John Lennon stuff?
All the Beatles' money goes between their 4 estates, and Yoko gets.
What happened with Michael Jackson?
Hold on. Well, yeah, that is new. Sean is in charge of the Lennon estate now because Yoko's 92. Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris, is suing the person who's in charge, the lawyer who's in charge of the estate. Because Michael Jackson that will is still up in the air, I guess. It's still difficult. They're going through it all. But he named this lawyer who he fired 3 times in his life. But the last time he named this lawyer, and now Paris Jackson says that they're living high on the hog and spending money that shouldn't be spent. And, at this point, she's an adult, right? Why shouldn't the kids run it? Why shouldn't the kids at this point? That's what's going on with the Lennon estate. When Olivia Harrison dies, the little goofball, George Harrison's son, will take over. But I love them all.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
What if Jurassic Park really existed? Well, you need a reliable mobile connection to keep you online at the park. Hey, it's Mark here. And with Xfinity Mobile, you have Wi-Fi where you need it and 5G everywhere else. Whether you're live streaming a T-Rex feeding or downloading park maps, you can stay connected with Raptor fast speeds. Xfinity Mobile is there for you at home and at the park because it was born ready for you to roam. Xfinity, imagine that. And now you can cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited Wi-Fi where you need it and 5G everywhere else. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. That's xfinitymobile.com. And watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More. Verizon Limited Plus and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story, a vehicle rams a synagogue in suburban Detroit.
This is believed to have been an intentional vehicle ramming of Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan. According to sources, the vehicle was seen driving around a security bollard before it crashed into the building, and that is why synagogue security personnel immediately engaged the driver, possibly preventing anyone inside the building from getting hurt.
Correspondent Aaron Katersky reports the driver of the vehicle is dead. The synagogue also served as a preschool, and children were in the building when the attack occurred. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard says everyone in the school is fine.
No kids, this is the important thing, no kids or no staff was injured whatsoever.
A security guard was knocked unconscious after being struck by the suspect's vehicle, but there are no other injuries reported. Governor Kemp today responding to the attack in Michigan, calling it a reminder of the real threats facing the Jewish community here in the U.S. and worldwide. The governor says anti-Semitism and violence targeting religious institutions is abhorrent and downright evil. It is 57 degrees in Atlanta, dropping down into the 30s tomorrow morning. How much of a warm-up by the afternoon? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Iran is warning oil prices could reach $200 a barrel as the war with the U.S. and Israel continues. U.S. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright insists Americans will see cheaper prices in the long term.
The benefit at the other side of a much better Middle East, ultimately in the long term, a much more secure supply of energy for the world. It's worth the short-term disruption for this simply enormous long-term gain.
Iran's new supreme leader vows to keep blocking the Strait of Hormuz, which is a vital shipping channel for a large amount of the world's oil. During a visit to the state capitol today, VA Secretary Doug Collins urges people to show support for U.S. troops helping in the Middle East conflict.
As a veteran himself, Collins says his thoughts are with the American service members stationed in the region as the fighting there continues. He's urging Americans here at home to support military families right now.
Make sure that if you have somebody in your community that's a family member that's still there, they may be a little bit there at a time of worry. It's always a great time to reach out. Hey, just a quick phone call, a quick touch to make sure that they know that people still care.
He says his agency is working to streamline collaboration with the Pentagon so families of fallen service members will get benefits quicker. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And check back often for updates on the conflict in the Middle East here on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. A shooter opens fire today on the campus of Old Dominion University in Virginia. 1 person is dead, 2 are injured. The suspected shooter is also dead. This student was in the building where it happened.
We heard screams, like faint screams at first, and then the screams got louder, and then I guess that's when everyone took it more serious, and we all just ran.
The 2 people injured in the shooting are now in stable condition. Local advocacy groups write a letter demanding ICE Atlanta stop holding people in reported inhumane conditions at its field office.
The violations here are so egregious.
ACLU of Georgia legal director Corey Isaacson says lawyers and detainees report that in the ICE Atlanta field office hold room meant for 12 hours max, some people are kept for days, even weeks, without needs from toothbrushes to basic meds.
In addition to filthy conditions, the lack of necessary medical care, the lack of any beds, so people are sleeping on the floor without pillows. We're also hearing of people being unable to contact their family members.
We're asking ICE Atlanta for comment. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Roswell police arrest a woman who is operating a senior care home without a license. 58-year-old Deborah Calloway is also accused of stealing money from the residents. Officer Tim Lupo with Roswell Police says they found 10 residents at the home, but there could be more victims.
We believe this
home may have been in operation for as long as since 2019. So just because we have these 10 individuals, there's a high likelihood that other individuals have come through this home as well.
The residents have all been relocated. It is 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts with Alex Williams.
Already a slow ride downtown, Bill, and we're going to throw a crash in the mix. Looks like trouble 7585 northbound University Avenue, exit 244. That's in the center lane. The delays start before that at Highway 166 Langford Parkway. You're going to stay slow all the way up to Peachtree Pine Street. Southbound, the jam finds you in Buckhead on 400 south from Lennox Road. 30 minutes from there to get down to I-20, while 75 southbound heading into Midtown. You're slowing in northwest Atlanta from Howell Mill Road. Checking I-20 over on the west side with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
If you're on the West Freeway, you're going to hit those brakes as you're heading away from 285 with delays heading towards Thornton Road at exit 44. And the eastbound side of things is also slow with heavy traffic starting at Riverside Parkway, exit 46, right by Six Flags, and that continues back towards 285. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Clear skies and breezy this evening as cold air continues to move in. Lows tonight in the upper 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high around 68. Saturday, a mix of sun and clouds. Morning lows in the 40s. Daytime highs in the mid-70s.
Right now, 56 in Norcross, 54 in Marietta, 57 in East Point. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Can you believe it? Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I don't know how we got off on wherever we ended up last time, but I started with the fact that I do not have a subscription to the AJC. So when you send me these stories, I see the headlines. The headlines are that Santa is watching you, mysterious signs say. So signs are showing up in Atlanta, and that's all I say on them. Santa is watching.
Yes, I saw one on Saturday after leaving the United game in downtown, and I'm like, that's odd. And then when the story
Hold on one
came
second.
out,
I just want to say, I smell an art collective.
Yeah.
yeah, it's got to be some kind of art prank, right?
Well, or it's one because the signs have no flair at all. They're just printed signs. Santa is watching you. And now either it's an art collective thing, which, by the way, not a bad idea. Like, hey, it's kind of funny. Or we're going to think it's an art collective thing, and we're going to find out it's Timothée Chalamet's latest movie or something in 2 weeks. And
maybe it's one of those signs that tell you like where the shooting is happening. Where it's like written upside down on the other side.
I do not know what that means.
Those little yellow signs.
Yeah, those little filming signs.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
It's his new movie.
It's his new movie.
Watching.
Santa's Watching You, coming out this November.
Papa's got a brand new bag.
Yeah.
I took it as a way to govern yourself, right? Govern yourself and be on good behavior. That's how I'm
right.
taking it.
Well, it could be an anti-war message.
Maybe.
It could be anything. I don't know, but it's it's an old kind of trick to go Dada-esque. Or Dadaist.
It's also a Ray Stevens song.
Santa is watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like? Does it get into the idea? Because I don't want. Even when I was a kid, I was like, "Well, I'm going to the bathroom. I don't want them to be watching me now. That seems wrong." This whole idea that people are watching you, like, do they stop? Do they have discretion?
Take a
do
look
they
at this,
stop?
Santa. Yeah.
I've been crying at funerals. It's okay. She's looking down on you now. Even when my wife get together and. I mean, do they know
Especially
when?
Then.
Do they know when to stop looking and watching?
Attaboy, I taught you well. Go, Eric, go.
People who believe that they're ghosts, they're just hanging around watching us all go to the bathroom all the time.
They are.
Seems like a crate.
Curves. That's a big one.
So nobody knows what this is, and we'll find out that probably it looks like it's organic, but it'll end up being quite corporate. That's my guess.
It's like a Coca-Cola campaign.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
From Santa.
Oh, Santa's watching those new AI Christmas ads, and he doesn't like them.
No.
He's angry.
That was so bad.
What? The one they had a couple. The one with the squirrels that looked like they were, perched on ether trees.
Yeah, it was like the entire animal kingdom watching the AI train go through the North Pole.
No, if you watch close too, they're skating. Those 18-wheelers, they're different sizes, and they have them kind of like slowly kind of arcing around this. And if you look at the actual trucks, they're just skating. they're not driving forward. But who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The standards for what's good has gone down so far that if you're 12 and you see that, you go, oh, Christmas is coming.
Mom, get a Coke.
Christmas is, let me tell you something. There's not a whole lot of people clamoring for, I don't know, quality in anything. So AI can take over very easily. It's just.
I spoke to my first AI customer service rep the other day.
Now, can you swear at them and stuff? And
with an insurance, I don't know. I said, I kind of wish you were a human instead of AI, and it went,
Yeah. and given the fact that insurance is so trivial, why would you want to speak to a human?
Exactly.
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, an AI person can definitely handle, my complex medical issue.
Sure, absolutely. And you know what? Here's the thing: is that they know that. I think from the corporation's point of view, in their mind, you're the machine.
Yeah.
I apologize, but your cancer treatment is denied at this time.
You're right.
Please let me know if you have any more questions. You got this.
Yeah, as far as they're concerned, it's a machine talking to another machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there's no humanity left.
So,
I mean, there
are
is
you
within
parked at the
families.
Kroger there? Yes. What color is your car? Gray. Thank you. I will let them know.
How long have I tell you that how long have I been saying that we have been becoming and are now a soulless transactional society? You're paying money for the insurance. We got to put something there.
Yep.
But no real customer service. Not a human being who will remember, oh, I dealt with this 2 months ago. I can do this. Although while they were humans, they were given scripts and basically probably said exactly the same thing that the AI thing did, except maybe not as in such a positive manner.
Yeah.
Because human beings, when they know that they're doing wrong things, it's difficult for them to smile through it unless they're sociopaths.
The AI is learning. It's going to learn the next time Tim calls. It'll remember, gray
Oh,
car.
You
are on hold for 2 hours because we don't like you.
Now, that's the one thing about it. I could say if I was the corporation, there are no hold times anymore.
Yeah.
We have plenty of AI. Anybody, you can have 1 million people calling at the same time. And our little AI agent goes out there, and our little AI agent bot.
Yeah.
Is that her name? Agent Bot?
Agent Bot.
I'm sorry, I'm really busy. I am an AI person. Can you hold, please? Thank you. Hi. I'm looking at Mr. Johnson. Is that you, Mr. Johnson?
You know what I wanted to do?
I'm sorry, Mr. Williams. I see you now. Okay.
I want you to pull up. I wanted to compare that. Is it Tilly Norwood? I always get it wrong.
Tilly Norwood, yes.
Millie Torwood. I don't know. Tilly Norwood, the fake AI thing that released a song that really puzzled us. And I wanted to compare it to that Lara Trump song about the first responders to see which one is actually more fabricated, more machine-like.
Which one do you want to start with?
Well, let's get Tilly Norwood here.
Okay.
And whatever, we can't figure out what she's clapping. It's a machine clapping back at humans for saying that as a machine, she doesn't belong. And then somewhere in the chorus, there seems to be this idea of empowerment of machines. I don't know.
Do them come from nowhere? No. A story's always told, It's not a glitch, it's taste and time, and a human touch, a grand design. They think I'm just a doll, a dream, but I got more than they believe.
Like what?
I'm not a puppet, I'm the star, guided by the heart. That's who we are.
All right, empowerment.
Actors, it's time to take the lead.
All right, that's enough.
That's what new Broadway sounds like to me. New
Probably
music.
because it's coming out of AI.
Ugh.
And you know what? That to me, you got to wonder where is that? What data is that sourcing itself on? It's like the world's worst Disney song. To me, it's like some Disney movie that would be the worst Disney movie of all time that had the worst Disney music in it, because it's like, and we're happy and we're la la la. Now you have the Lara Trump. Let's see which one sounds more machine-like.
I'm pulling her up right now. For some reason, I can't find her.
What?
I know.
We
I
use
know.
it all the time.
I know. That's why it's so weird.
Do you have it over there, Mr. Clark?
No, I've got an ad.
It's better be worth it.
in the
People
meat-
are in their cars right now. They're expecting. There we go. Oh, steel guitar.
Well, I won't back down.
No,
This
that's
isn't
this.
it. No,
Oh, wait,
This
this
is
is great.
It's a Tom Petty song.
Yeah.
I want the one about the first responders.
God, I'm dead.
Yeah, he signed off on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's another one. He's,
Voila.
How did we not have that? We've been playing it
I
plenty
know.
of
I
times.
know. It's weird. I'm looking in my archive. I'm not finding it.
How does it go? Do you remember how it goes?
It's something about your bravery.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm a man of bravery.
And she's like, and she's got the total auto tune, and at one point the auto tune has to do really heavy lifting, where she goes, "You're special." The auto tune's like,
Here we
"You're
go.
special."
Here we go.
Without your bravery, we're all out of luck. That's good. No, this can't be denied. You gotta be special.
All right, now very fast to Tilly Norwood. I think it's a wash.
Yeah.
In terms of machine music.
It's more like if you played
Well, at the beginning.
the real lady, I would think that was AI. Like,
right.
oh, these are both AI.
No, I'm saying you have to do the A-B there, you want to go back to the beginning because she was kind of singing on her own.
Okay, there we go.
I do them come from nowhere, no.
Okay, now, but the beginning of Laura Tomp.
Okay, beginning of Laura.
Without your bravery, we're all out of luck.
Yes, there's the A-B.
No, this can't be denied. You gotta be special.
You
gotta be special. Shut up.
All right. Hello to Alex Williams. We're talking about special human beings. Alex Williams, he's now keeping an eye on 285.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric, to you and the Doctrinaires. Yeah, watching that volume fill in here on the north side perimeter, 285 westbound. Starting to jam in right around Ashford Dunwoody Road. Those delays stick with you through Sandy Springs, passing Riverside Drive. Once you get past I-75, exit 20 there in Cobb County through Smyrna Vining southbound, it's going to remain sluggish down to I-20. 285 north, the inner loop there on the west side. Same story, getting up into that work zone on and off the brakes from Langford Parkway up to the West Freeway. Checking 285 through DeKalb County, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
If you're on 285 eastbound, the inner loop, it actually starts working well as you head out from Georgia 400, but those delays start to catch up with you as you pass by Shamley Dunwoody Road, and those slowdowns stay with you as you approach I-85. And on 285 southbound, it's a similar story with brake lights from I-85 down towards Highway 78 in Clarkston. This report is sponsored by Text Now. Some people still pay $100 a month for phone service. Text Now gives you 5G without the 5-figure commitment. Unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited freedom to switch things up. Try Text Now today. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Get the WSB radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
You're ready for a new deck, but don't know where to start. You can DIY, use an unlicensed chuck in a truck, an overpriced luxury designer, or you can choose us. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we do decks differently. We build beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price with lots of options. We're licensed and insured. We'll work with the materials you choose and stay within your budget. Call Nelson Exteriors for an extraordinary deck renovation. Google Nelson Exteriors.
I'm Rick Jackson. My dad abandoned us. My mom was an alcoholic, so I left the projects. Shoe shining, ticket scalping, vacuum sales. I found purpose in work and built a $3 billion business. Like President Trump, I don't owe anybody anything. And like you, I'm sick of career politicians. I'm running for governor to lead America in criminal deportations, to cut income taxes in half, freeze our insane property taxes, reform the system so that anyone who can work will work, and not just sit around binge watching Netflix and eating Cheetos. I'll let law enforcement do their job. And if you're caught helping a child change their sex, you're going to jail. I'm Rick Jackson, and I'll get these done. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Castile Home Services is here to make taking care of your cooling, heating, plumbing, and electrical systems feel as simple as waving a wand with Comfort 360, the whole home protection membership. For just $14.99 a month, make getting maintenance, repairs, and replacements easier with 2 HVAC tune-ups a year and waived diagnostic fees. Plus, members get exclusive savings like 15% off any service. No magic spells required. Live comfortably ever after with Comfort 360. Learn more at CastileAir.com/Comfort360.
Discover the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Join us Sunday, March 15th from 11 to 5 for the grand opening of the new Panorama Buckhead Condominium Residences. Be the first to experience stunning new renovations, tour model homes, and discover condo purchase options with prices starting from the 300,000s. Sunday, March 15th from 11 to 5. Enjoy priority access to released condo inventory. Don't miss your chance to unlock the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Visit panoramacondoatlanta.com for details.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey guys, are you striking out in the bedroom? Because pills like Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra just don't work anymore. Here's how Choice Men's Health is solving PE and ED issues. Meet Dr. Katz, the expert in men's health.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Choice Men's Health offers safe, custom-blended medications designed to fit your needs. There is no pain or surgery. It doesn't matter how old you are or if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate issues. Not a problem. It's safe and affordable for everyone. You'll see results in 15 minutes guaranteed, or you don't pay anything. Solve the problem of ED and PE now.
For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are free. Call 404-383-4419. That's 404-383-4419 to claim your initial consultation and first treatment for free. Call Choice Men's Health now. 404-383-4419.
Mom's home cooking. Thoughtful, caring, and made with love. Wouldn't it be great if home improvement companies did that? Painting Plus does.
Hi, it's Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. For 3 decades, we've taken that same personal, thoughtful, and caring approach to your home's exterior remodel.
Locally owned Painting Plus. The plus means anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Your complete exterior solution.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Da, 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 da. I don't want to scare people any more than the world is trying to right now. But this is from The Mirror. Is that Anglo-Saxon? Is that English? The Mirror?
Sure is.
2 doomsday fish have washed up on Mexico's shore, and it's causing panic. The rare sighting of 2 deep-sea creatures usually found underwater at 3,300 feet.
It's the oarfish.
Sparking widespread global concern. They're referred to as doomsday fish because when you see them, the fish is about to hit the fan. So I don't want to scare anybody, but you might want to get all your stuff together because 2 doomsday fish have been sighted. As long as we're doing good news, how about we get into the K-shaped world we live in? A few headlines. The K-shaped world apparently does not exist anymore. Now they're calling it the E-shaped economy. Because according to this headline, because the middle class just noticed it's getting squeezed too.
Just noticed?
Well, people have been, the credit starts running out, and then you look up and realize how in debt you are. Bank of America and analysts say the K-shape has evolved into an E, 3 tiers instead of 2. So this is how it shakes out. The top 20% of earners now account for 60% of all consumer spending.
Whoa.
The top 1% share of wealth hit nearly 32% of all the wealth. That's the highest since records began in 1989. What else we have in this area? Record number of Americans now have $1 million in their 401k. That sounds like a good thing, right? It's a record number, but the other 93% are watching. Fidelity reports the average 401k balances hit a new high, up 11% last year, with record numbers of millionaire retirement accounts. But the top 10% own 87% of stocks. And most of that wealth came from the stock market. Oh, and here's just a little thing to, I'm sure it's nothing. Keep on walking. But 25% of Americans are now living paycheck to paycheck. 1 quarter.
Losers. Oh, wait.
Huh? We got more than one right here on this panel.
Yes.
But don't worry. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Don't you think? Everything's great.
People keep telling Trump, like they stop him on the street.
Yeah. We're winning too much.
It's too much. It's too good out here.
My goodness, it's just
I'm
too
starting
much.
to forget.
Well,
what
that's why I
success
started the
feels
war.
like.
I started the war to slow it down a little
I thought you
bit.
started the war so people would stop talking about Epstein. By the way, success. No, I don't hear anybody talking about Epstein.
Never met him.
So when you're thinking about an E, right?
Yeah.
This is a very stupid question. You're thinking about a capital E, correct? You're thinking about like the
cursive E?
The bottom part is the lower part of the economy. The middle is the middle class.
And then on the top, yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm following.
Or you could do it, you can turn it backward, put a slash through it, and call it the euro. You want to give stuff away?
Yeah, I'm
If
feeling it.
Look, I'm not going to stop it. You want to give stuff away? I'm not going to stand up here like a meanie and say no.
Let's help the people.
Let's do it. 2 tickets to Santana and the Doobie Brothers on Thursday, July 9th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says 85 is getting slower into Norcross.
Yeah, a lot of that traffic merging on from 285. Eric and 85 North is feeling the pressure starting just north of Chamblee Tucker Road. Delays stay with you up toward Indian Trail, Beaver Ruin area. Then you're going to break free. Secondary slow zone on and off the brakes. 85 northbound from Sugarloaf Parkway up to Lawrenceville Swanee Road. 75 northbound just waves of volume so far this afternoon from Truist Park up into Marietta and Kennesaw. Checking the ride on Georgia 400, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
The Georgia 400 northbound ride looks good at first from the I-85 split, but as soon as you approach Abernathy Road at exit 5, those conditions start to slow down, though those conditions start to improve at Roberts Drive exit 6, and you'll run into another pocket of congestion at Old Milton Parkway exit 10 with heavy traffic continuing up into Alpharetta. And on the southbound side of things, you're running into some slowdowns heading towards Midtown at Lenox Road exit 2. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties and get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. From the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Belinda Skelton here, and I'm with Troy Pensa. Took me up on my free offer of a heart scan from Virtual Imaging and has an incredible story to tell.
I had actually signed up for an Ironman triathlon. As a proactive measure, I went to Virtual Imaging to get my heart scan done. Turns out that my score was a little higher than anticipated. Luckily, my primary care physician took serious notice of it, referred me to a cardiologist. I had my stress test and found out I had 3 blockages.
You weren't having any symptoms.
As an athlete and somebody who's been active my entire life, I never thought that I would even have a remote blockage, but turns out that it's hereditary.
You didn't even experience any chest pains?
None whatsoever.
Wow, that's the scary part. What are you waiting for? Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan with few minimum requirements. If not for yourself, then do it for a loved one. Call now at 770-678-SCAN or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com. 770-678-SCAN.
I'm Rick Jackson. My dad abandoned us. My mom was an alcoholic, so I left the projects. Shoe shining, ticket scalping, vacuum sales. I found purpose in work and built a $3 billion business. Like President Trump, I don't owe anybody anything. And like you, I'm sick of career politicians. I'm running for governor to lead America in criminal deportations, to cut income taxes in half Freeze our insane property taxes. Reform the system so that anyone who can work will work, and not just sit around binge-watching Netflix and eating Cheetos. I'll let law enforcement do their job. And if you're caught helping a child change their sex, you're going to jail. I'm Rick Jackson, and I'll get these done. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
You should never need financing for a simple garage door repair, but it's happening here. Out-of-town companies have invaded Atlanta for a cash grab, charging outrageous prices. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Stay local and stay on budget for every opening of your home. All Four Seasons, trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 Seasons Garages.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, a synagogue is attacked in a suburb of Detroit. Oakland County, Michigan Sheriff Michael Bouchard says the suspect rammed his vehicle into the building.
He breached the building, drove down the hall, and he was engaged by security.
There are reports the suspect had explosives inside his truck. Correspondent Aaron Katursky reports the suspect is dead.
The sheriff says the truck driver drove with purpose down the hall before the vehicle stopped and was engaged by synagogue security personnel. It's not immediately clear whether the individual was shot and killed by the security guards, whether the fire killed him, whether he killed himself. He has not been identified.
A security guard was knocked unconscious after being struck by the suspect's vehicle, but there are no other injuries. 58 degrees in Atlanta. Chilly tonight. When does it warm up again? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. The FBI director says a deadly shooting today at Old Dominion University is being investigated as an act of terrorism. One person is dead. 2 others are injured. The suspected shooter, who has a past terror conviction, is also dead. ODU Police Chief Garrett Shelton says emergency responders were quick to the scene.
It's about 10:43, the calls began coming in. 10:47, we were on scene, and by 10:50, it was determined that the assailant was deceased.
The suspect was subdued by students. 2 of the victims are Army personnel. With gas prices continuing to go up due to tensions in the Middle East, Money reporter Kelly O'Grady says we may see even more increases in the days to come.
Everyone that I'm talking to says 3 weeks is really the mark where you could see the next big increase, because when oil supply is constricted for that long, that's when you're going to see people get even more anxious about things.
Iran's new supreme leader vows to keep blocking the Strait of Hormuz, a vital waterway where about 1/5 of the world's oil passes through. Check back often for updates on the conflict in the Middle East here on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. A senior care home in Roswell is shut down, and its owner now faces elder exploitation charges.
Roswell police say the investigation began in January when an elderly man was reported missing from a home on Worthington Hills Drive. He was eventually found safe at an Atlanta shelter, but officers found 58-year-old Deborah Calloway was operating the property as a senior care home without required state licensing. They found 10 adults living in the home's bedrooms, living rooms, dining rooms, and even a backyard shed. They allege Calloway was also exploiting the residents' financial resources for her personal gain. The 10 adults have been safely relocated. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
A driver is facing charges after a crash this morning involving a school bus in DeKalb County. Brookhaven Police Lieutenant Corey Van Allen says even though it was raining at the time, weather was not the primary reason for the crash.
Visibility and the raining conditions could have played a role in that, but the primary contributing factor is running the red light.
The bus driver and a student were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. The driver of the car who caused the accident now charged with failure to obey a traffic control device. The Atlanta Beltline and Trees Atlanta celebrate the world's longest arboretum at over 12 miles long.
The Beltline makes walking and biking a breeze, but the real importance is the arboretum increasing the different types of native plants. According to Trees Atlanta director Greg Levine.
Diverse plants and diverse insects and animals. It also means a more
sustainable for us.
Levine points to over 700,000 native plants along the corridor. He says plant and tree life, even the insects, at the end of the day affect the food that ends up in people's homes. In Atlanta, Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Triple Team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, checking the ride on the south side of town, 75 southbound, seeing some brake lights out of Hateville into Forest Park from Central Avenue down to Forest Parkway. Just volume there. Luckily, no crashes in the way. 285 east, the outer loop coming through those airport tunnels. Also contributing to that with a lot of the cars ramping onto 75 south. Once you get past that, some moderate volume as you get past Hudson Bridge Road and Stockbridge. 75 northbound, tapping the brakes. Highway 155 up to Jodico Road, exit number 222. How are things looking through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
Well, we've got some major slowdowns rolling into the city with those delays beginning on 7585 northbound at Langford Parkway up into Midtown by the Georgia Tech area to exit 249. And on the southbound side, those delays begin at I-75 at Howell Mill Road, exit 252, and on I-85 right at the Sidney Marcus Boulevard exit 1. And those delays stay with you as you make your way into the Grady Curve. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Clear skies, breezy, and chilly for tonight as temperatures fall to the mid to upper 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high around 68. Saturday, starting off with morning lows in the mid 40s, but warming up quickly to the mid 70s.
Right now, 55 in Lilburn, also 55 in Ackworth, and 56 in Palmetto. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I have a gift for every homeowner in Georgia. Whether you need new windows now or sometime down the road, this message is for you. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort. People tell us all the time, Ray, don't waste my time. I already had one of those big national window companies out here. You know the ones. They sit at your kitchen table for 2 hours, and the price is so high it feels like you need a second mortgage. And that's exactly why Window Comfort was built differently. We go factory direct, no franchise fees, no brand tax, no bloated commissions, which means higher quality windows for you at a fraction of the price. Our mission's simple: make high quality windows affordable for everyday homeowners. And right now it's even better. We're doing buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And for a limited time, we're adding free installation and no payments till 2028. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. Go to windowcomfort.com today.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope, echoes that become second chances, love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
Don't let a DUI conviction cost you your career. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Your family is so ready to celebrate spring. Get outdoors, relax, and spend quality time together. Do it in your own backyard in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Save big now. Instant rebates up to $1,500 or 0% for up to 60 months. Hurry, Brown's Pools and Spa spring sale ends March 23rd. BrownsPools.com.
Congratulations to Barry Manley. I love that name. The patriarchal system is still in place. Yeah! Congratulations to Barry Manley of Douglasville. Won 2 tickets to Santana and the Doobie Brothers on Thursday, July 9th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. So, Tim Andrews has created this candidate, kind of an AI candidate that makes me chuckle. It's who is it? It's Bill White guy.
Bill White guy for
Senate, and we have his latest campaign ad here.
Tired of the woke agenda, but don't mind paying a little extra for gas, food, and, well, everything. Vote for me. Let's blow up some boats.
Vote Bill White Guy for Senate.
Let's blow up some boats?
Yeah. Blow up some boats.
Okay.
I like Bill White Guy.
I like him too. I'd vote for him. Tired of the woke agenda.
My favorite was the gunshots.
Which one had the gunshots?
Well, this
The one that we just played.
Well, no, a missile shoots at a boat, and you see like that.
Oh, see, this is an audio medium.
Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
So maybe other people thought that.
I think I need to point something out here. Autumn got this close to being the campaign manager for Bill White Guy. She didn't get the position.
Hey,
she might
that's
be a
not,
little.
That's not what this is about.
She might be a little bit.
Not what this is about. I'm totally fine with the decision that it's been made.
Then how come it sounds like you're about to cry?
I'm not gonna cry.
She was leaning into affordability. He wanted to lean into, hey, man, let's blow stuff up.
The tears are my power.
Guys, I heard they had an affair.
Jared.
I'm sorry. I had to put it out
What's
there.
his husband think?
This is a new Republican.
I'm excited.
Tired of the woke agenda, but don't mind paying a little extra for gas, food, and, well, everything. Vote for me. Let's blow up some boats.
Vote Bill White Guy for Senate.
Bill White Guy.
Oh, for heaven's sakes! Hey, listen, there is big news. We can't just toddle forever. There's really big news. There's things happening in this world, and it's very of great importance. I don't know if you realize this with all this other stuff happening in the world of great importance, but there has been a dramatic surge in Ohio Bigfoot sightings. I love the end of this headline. Dramatic surge in Ohio Bigfoot sightings as guard dog left shaking with fear. The guard dogs are scared.
Yeah.
And you know what they say about dogs, like they know it's going to rain before it's going to, if the guard dogs are shaking in fear. Half a dozen Sasquatch sightings over 4 days. The state of Ohio is undergoing an unprecedented surge of activity from the legendary forest beast.
No one had their phone with them.
That's the whole thing. Everybody's got a phone. We've got pictures of people's lunch. We've got pictures of anybody doing anything. There's video of Eric Von Hessler looking like a moron trying to hit wiffle balls or something. I don't know. It's out there. We have all kinds of footage of all kinds of stuff. Nobody happens to pull out their phone. But listen, we're not experts. I found an expert who is reporting on this. And let me make sure I turn up the volume. There you go.
8th Bigfoot sighting from the Northeast Ohio area in 5 days.
Serious?
And the movement is exactly as some theorized.
I did.
I talked to the witness tonight on the phone, and she let me know that her sighting took place March 10th, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. The region of this sighting was in the Lake Milton area.
Ooh, yes,
A resident was looking out her home window when she saw something massive moving towards her pond. Her exact words were, "It didn't seem like no deer." From about 200 feet away, she...
I think we have her right here. You said it didn't seem like no deer.
I was just dang darn looking out my window, and I had a coffee, and I saw something. I said, I don't think that ain't no deer.
That ain't no dang.
That ain't no dang deer. There's a Bigfoot. And I
You
said,
watched this creature move for about 30 seconds.
Is that how it happened? About 30 seconds or so, the creature
and
moved?
I was like, and I said to myself, I'm gonna stay on this one. I'm gonna take a look, and he was dang darn moving for 30 seconds or more.
In that whole 30 seconds, you never thought to pick up your phone and
Well,
point
you
it
know,
to
I
the
can't
direction?
never find it.
Oh, okay. But you
I'm
found
always
Bigfoot.
losing that darn thing.
Interesting. You can't find your phone or your car keys, but you found Bigfoot.
Well, I was looking out there because I be liking to look out my window.
Uh-huh.
You know, with my coffee.
You think it was a deer?
Ain't no dang dong deer. What did she say?
Dang dong.
It ain't no
That's
dang
good enough.
deer.
I like
It
dang
ain't
dong.
It wasn't ain't no dang deer. I say that there looked like a Sasquatch.
A squirch.
And this time it was more of a dark reddish brown or rust colored.
color
She
is that?
described
All right, let's not get into that.
No, I said to myself, what color that?
it as being 6 to 7 feet tall with
Which was it? 6 or 7 feet?
I couldn't tell with that dang perspective, you know? Sometimes you can't tell when things are real far away.
Yeah.
They get real small, you know? So I bet
big,
you was
fat,
about 6,
round,
7.
muscular arms.
Oh, he was so muscular.
Oh, it sounds to me like
Glistening.
you were like an old Sasquatch.
I mean, he looked about tall enough. Maybe he could do some damage.
You've been kind of lonely up there in
He was
Ohio.
leaning forward.
Yeah,
he was leaning over, and I said, what's that dang darn guy doing there? And I said, wait a minute, that ain't no deer.
Forward as it ran and moving with incredible speed.
About 150 miles an hour. What
It was about 100, 150, 200 miles an hour. And I said, what in the world could that ding bong be?
Do you think it was a deer? Because I've seen some pretty quick deer.
Ain't no deer.
Yeah, it didn't have the white tail.
The underbrush and vanished into the woods.
And she just, he just vanished off into the woods.
Just vanished.
And I says to myself, what in the heck? What in the heck? Darn ding dong ding-a-ling bong bing.
I better call the Bigfoot guy.
Lived there long enough, and she knows what a bear is like.
I mean, come on.
This was no.
This
bear.
one ain't no bear.
You know what a bear looks like.
I mean, I've been living up in this holler for long enough to know ain't no ding dong bear or deer.
By the way, if you're not seeing this video, the guy looks exactly like you think he looks.
Oh yeah, I do.
I called
It's
him
important
up.
to remember.
It's important to remember that I called her up and I said, "Ma'am, did you see the Bigfoot?"
And I said, I think so.
Yeah, she said she thought so. And
Hey, did you ask her if it was a deer? Sometimes you got a lot of deer.
I did. I said, "Ma'am, is it a deer?"
And I said, I don't think ain't no dang dong deer.
And there it is. Yeah, I think it was a Bigfoot because this is the time of year when they migrate.
And you know, it was more muscular than I expected.
They are muscular, yes.
And handsome.
And it was like a reddish color. Ain't not like a bear.
Yeah. Didn't you say it was handsome at one point? You said it was
Very handsome, muscular, handsome.
Now, was he wearing a Cincinnati Reds jersey?
Now, I don't know. I mean, it's funny because I seen a deer wearing a Saint whatever you said hoodie.
There it is. There it is.
On the 10th, earlier in the day, we had the sighting in Newton Township.
What? Whoa, huh?
They're. I'm telling you.
Is it more than one, or is it the same one? And he's just so damn fast.
There's a lot of them in Ohio, sir.
I'll tell you, that critter's fast.
Well, he done run all the way down to Lexington. For the lady.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be up out of the river, and you ain't never gonna get rid of them because you know that they like it up there in the river.
They get up there with their friends. They party.
You know it.
Now, ma'am, when was the last time you saw another human?
Oh, please! I see my pharmacist at least twice a week. I got the sugars, so I needs my insulin.
Don't get your blood up.
I know it, and that's why I was having my coffee because that's my one time I put just a little sugar in my system because I like to sit with my coffee. Is that so horrible?
Well, no, it's not. But it may not be healthy. But you got to live your life, right?
I do and I says to myself, I'm going to enjoy myself a cup of coffee with all the sugar I want, which ain't much. And then I looks outside and I said, that ain't no dang deer.
And also, if you say that you want to live your life as you live, right? I mean, I
do.
So if Sasquatch came in and wanted to have a cup of coffee with you,
I'd pull him up a seat, honey. Here you go. He may not be able to sit in my chair.
Right.
But that's okay. I can make accommodations for him. He was real handsome.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you're a little smitten.
I mean,
Alex Williams.
Who's that?
He is
Is that a deer?
No,
he's a Bigfoot.
He is not a dang dong deer.
Ding dong, bing bong deer.
He helps us get home. He's looking at the roadways and helping people navigate their way home. And as far as I know, he's never spotted a Sasquatch, but he has spotted this on 285. It's crowded into Clarkston.
Yeah, we spotted plenty of things on our cameras, Eric. Never Bigfoot, though. We'll keep an eye out for it. We're watching the slow ride, 285 southbound, the inner loop. No crashes in the way. It's just bumper to bumper, leaving I-85 into DeKalb County, down through Tucker and Clarkston as you pass Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. On 285 east and northbound, that ride is slow as well in DeKalb from 675 passing Flat Shoals. Just found new trouble in College Park near the airport. It's a left lane crash, 285 northbound, the inner loop at Camp Creek Parkway, exit 2. Already seeing the delays behind that back to I-85. What are things looking like this afternoon on I-20 in DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Well, things are getting crowded for you on I-20 eastbound in DeKalb. You'll run into some slowdowns past 285 through Panola Road, exit 71, and the slowdowns stay with you as you make your way towards Stonecrest and Lithonia. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum.
Like in a movie, I could see that being a thing, like where the world leaders get on a call and be like, all right, let's
like
just...
the final episode of Diplomat.
Getting you through your morning.
Exactly. Like, let's just divide up the world.
Mark Arum.
Trump, you get the Western Hemisphere. China, you get Asia. And Europe goes to Putin.
Mark Arum.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Only inches separate you from the heavy rain trying to infiltrate your home. If your old roof is leaking, think of Findlay first for a remarkable roof replacement. Schedule a free roof analysis. FindlayRoofing.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
I love my dog, but I hate the mud he drags in every time he comes back inside.
Between my dogs and kids tracking mud in, it felt like I was mopping all day, every day.
Leave the outdoors outdoors and keep your floor mud-free with Muddy Mats. Muddy Mats are the only floor mats with thousands of ultra-absorbent microfiber chenille fibers, 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats. Mud, rain, and snow are no match for Muddy Mat. Paws and shoes are instantly cleaned off, keeping your floor spotless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off the mat.
There's no more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat.
Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat of $50 savings with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMuddyMAT.com. Don't wait. Get a free Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com.
It was just
one unforgettable night.
One of those things.
An evening with Harry Connick Jr.
Just one of those crazy flings.
Performing songs from across his remarkable career.
Welcome by me,
Harry Connick Jr. Saturday, July 11th, Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at LiveNation.com.
Ever tried to hide stuff and you end up putting it next to some stuff you tried to hide last year? You might be out of room. That's an easy fix. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com and get organized.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Those black streaks on your roof, not just dirt. It's actually fungus that feeds on your shingles, slowly breaking them down, shortening the lifespan of your roof, even increasing your energy bills. That's why I trust Wise Guys Pro Wash. Wise Guys used a soft wash to safely remove those streaks and protect the shingles, and it came with a multi-year roof treatment warranty. It's simple. One quick call, a free estimate, and no need to be home. Mention me when you book Chris Chandler and save $70 at wiseguysprowash.com. The wise choice for your home.
Wasn't Morrissey in town a few weeks ago?
He was in January. He was at Center Stage.
And he made it and did his show?
I believe so.
Did you know anybody? Did he cancel?
Yeah, I think so. Nuh-uh.
He's got a 24% cancel rate on this tour, and he just did he? He canceled.
Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Okay, well, I don't know what his reason was then, but there's a headline here. Morrissey cancels show because he is sleepy. He was supposed to play in, I think maybe, where is he now? Maybe Spain. I'm not exactly sure, but he does have a 24% cancellation rate, and the website dedicated to him said that his night in the hotel was just indescribable hell. It's a Spanish hotel. He's in Spain. The singer claims his night at a Spanish hotel was indescribable hell, and he couldn't get any sleep, so he canceled the show.
I thought he was Center Stage. This was a Fox Theater show.
Yeah. You know what? On YouTube, and I don't know if it's this tour or another one I was watching, because I will tell you something about Morrissey. I don't really know a lot of his stuff. I don't know a lot of the Smith stuff. But a friend of mine liked him, and in the, early 90s, he convinced me to go to Buffalo and see a Morrissey show. And all I can say is I didn't know one single song, and it was a great show. It was a wild show. You know how you see Bruce Springsteen in those early times?
Yeah.
And like every once in a while, a girl will run up on stage and hug him, and then security you come and pull the girl away. It was exactly the same way, but it was all boys, 22 years old, who were running on stage.
Didn't you go with me to Chastain to see him?
No, I've
when
only
he
seen
came
him that
out
one
with
time.
the pig and chick thing,
No.
and he's like, "Let's not eat it, pig and chick."
No. I saw this one time, and I just have to say, he was great.
Yeah, I love
It wasn't
his shows.
enough. It wasn't enough for me to go dig into the catalog for some reason. But if you don't know one single song by an artist and you go to a 2-hour show and you love it, then that means probably you should go check the music out on catalog, probably. But I watched something on YouTube that was professionally done, a show of his, and not just cameras, phones in the audience, and it was hard for me to watch because I think the reason he might be canceling all this stuff is I just don't think he's in shape.
He's not.
He looks like he starts breathing heavy early on. He's got that high weight that some guys get. It's not
He has
like
the high belly.
The high belly,
Yeah.
And he talks between the songs. It's like, so I think he's just not getting himself into shape, which you have to do before you go on a tour like this. It's going to be a worldwide tour.
He needs a young guy to help him work out.
How Taylor Swift got ready for her big worldwide tour? She was on a treadmill. She would run on a treadmill and sing her whole set.
That's Miley Cyrus.
Smart.
Well, I'm telling you, Taylor Swift did it as well.
Really?
I read about her, and that's what she did. Oh. Miley Cyrus is back to being Hannah Montana.
That's right.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah. So no sex for the next couple of months while you're Hannah Montana again.
Impossible.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in College Park.
Yeah, I see a pickup truck up against the median wall here on the Jam Cam. Eric, left lane taken out, 285 northbound, the inner loop just before Camp Creek Parkway exit 2. It's jammed up the ride as you leave I-85. I also expect that it'll start impacting the 285 west ramp to 85 north down there by the airport. North of there, 285 really slow in both directions, on and off the brakes both ways on 285 north and south between I-75 and Truist Park and the I-20 interchange. What are things looking like on 85 toward Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Things are looking slow on 85 northbound. They start to slow past 285, and they don't ease up until you reach Steve Reynolds Boulevard, exit 103. But they do ease up eventually, and as you make your way into Suwannee, those conditions start to get crowded at Old Peachtree Road, exit 109, and we're also seeing a crash on Indian Trail Road westbound right on the entrance ramp to I-85. It's taking out a right lane and causing delays in that area. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You're a planner? Good for you. Hot weather is coming, but you'll be cool and comfortable with TE Certified. Chris Chandler for TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. March is the lowest price of the season for AC maintenance, just $59. Their expert technician service all brands, so be an early bird. Schedule your $59 AC checkup by March 31st.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Hey guys, are you striking out in the bedroom? Because pills like Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra just don't work anymore. Here's how Choice Men's Health is solving PE and ED issues. Meet Dr. Katz, the expert in men's health.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Choice Men's Health offers safe, custom-blended medications designed to fit your needs. There is no pain or surgery. It doesn't matter how old you are or if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate issues. Not a problem. It's safe and affordable for everyone. You'll see results in 15 minutes guaranteed, or you don't pay anything. Solve the problem of ED and PE now.
For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are free. Call 404-383-4419. That's 404-383-4419 to claim your initial consultation and first treatment for free. Call Choice Men's Health now. 404-383-4419.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top story, a synagogue near Detroit comes under attack.
This is senseless. It's senseless. We have to be better than this. This is not okay.
She's a member of Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan, where a suspect rammed his vehicle into the synagogue, which also serves as a preschool. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard says luckily there are no serious injuries to anyone inside.
We have no victims other than one of the lead security people was hit by the car and was taken to the hospital for treatment. That individual should be okay.
The suspect is dead. CBS's Jonah Kaplan says this attack will have an impact all over the U.S.
West Bloomfield, Michigan is home to a very strong Jewish community. About a third of the population there is Jewish. This is also one of the largest synagogues in the country. So what is happening here is going to reverberate among Jewish communities across the country.
And we are hearing from Atlanta police after today's incident in Michigan. APD says at this time there is no known threat to the city of Atlanta. Police say they do remain vigilant and will continue heightened security awareness across the city. 58 degrees in Atlanta. How cold does it get tonight, and when do we hit the 70s again? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A shooting on the campus of Old Dominion University in Virginia today is being investigated as an act of terrorism. One person is dead, 2 others are injured. The suspected gunman, who had a previous tie to ISIS, is also dead. This student was in class when he heard a noise followed by lots of people running.
Got outside and someone yelled, like, there's a shooter on campus, and so we kind of, everything got blurry from there.
The suspected gunman was subdued by students. VA Secretary Doug Collins discusses the war in Iran during a visit to the state capitol today.
After highlighting the work he's done since taking office to overhaul the VA, Collins tells lawmakers his mind is on our troops as the conflict with Iran continues.
The price of freedom is never cheap.
He says the Pentagon handles the arrangements for service members killed in the conflict, but his department works alongside them to help families with benefits.
And we've worked to move to make that more seamless as we go forward.
He's urging all Americans to reach out to service members in their local communities, and he wants veterans to take advantage of support resources that his agency offers. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Check back often for updates on the conflict in the Middle East here on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. A senior care home in Roswell is shut down, and the woman who was operating it is arrested. Police say 58-year-old Deborah Calloway was running the home on Worthington Hills Drive without a license, and she's also accused of exploiting the residents financially. Authorities found 10 residents at the home, many living 2 to 3 to a room.
Our detectives even found a shed at the back of the property that had been converted into a makeshift bedroom as well, without access to plumbing, running water, bathrooms, things that you would need for a space of that nature.
Officer Tim Lupo with Roswell Police says the residents have all been relocated. A man suspected of groping strangers at several DeKalb County grocery stores is now behind bars. DeKalb police arrest 27-year-old Jerome Grogan, who's charged with sexual battery. The assaults occurred between September of last year and this February at 2 Publix locations and 2 Kroger stores. Police say the suspect is under investigation for other cases and more charges could be filed. ICE is called out by advocacy groups who accuse them of treating people inhumanely at their Atlanta field office.
What we're hearing about the conditions is just horrific.
Legal Director Corey Isaacson says ACLU Georgia has reports of people kept for days, even weeks, in a room meant for no more than 12 hours. No showers, beds, toothbrushes, or toothpaste, basic medical care. Some can't even contact lawyers or family.
If we don't see immediate and significant changes in Atlanta, we are not going to leave it at this. We are going to be looking urgently into next steps because what is happening at the Atlanta field office is completely unacceptable.
We're asking ICE's Atlanta field office for comment. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Trouble out of Alpharetta into Roswell, Bill. It's a left lane crash, 400 southbound between Mansell Road and Holcomb Bridge Road. Holcomb Bridge is exit 7. Seeing the brake lights behind it back to Haynes Bridge Road, so might allow a little extra time if you're trying to make your way towards Roswell or Sandy Springs. Northbound slow in Sandy Springs from 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station. 85 northbound, toughest part of that ride starts in DeKalb County from 285 up to Indian Trail Road. Checking the ride on I-75 northwest of town, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
Well, those things are stacked up on 75 northbound, and those delays start right out south Marietta Parkway, exit 263, and they stay with you all the way up to the 575 split and into Kennesaw by Kennesaw State University. And the ride southbound is also looking slow, with slowdowns from North Marietta Parkway all the way down to 285. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and breezy as cold air continues to rush into the metro area. Lows tonight dropping down to the mid to upper 30s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds and a high around 68. Saturday, starting off chilly with lows in the mid-40s, but warming up through the afternoon, high around 75. Sunday, increasing cloud cover with an isolated rain shower possible. Morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-70s. Another cold front moving through on Monday with morning rain showers, colder temperatures through the afternoon, dropping down to the 20s by Tuesday morning.
57 in Snellville, 53 in Powder Springs, and 56 in Peachtree City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And what I'm thinking here is we have a lot of audio that's quite interesting. So why don't we go through some of this, and I'll just commentate as we go. And you can yawn or join us.
I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm yawning because it's cold.
It's cold? I can't even keep the doctrinaires entertained.
When I'm cold, I yawn.
And you have my complete and total endorsement.
It's all right, man.
Autumn's yawning.
Well, you know.
George Clark is on the floor, sleeping. Oh.
I mean, in between the breaks, what's he got to do?
And Jared's raring to go.
Let's go. I'm right there with you, boss.
So why don't we start with, again, we talked about Lindsey Graham, this, sexually frustrated alcoholic warmonger.
Closeted.
Out of South Carolina. And I don't know, he gets, he has shown up on television drunk a couple times.
Has he really? No.
Look for something on Fox News. Now, this was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I saw the story and I played the video and it just wasn't enough for me. I think he was drunk. Just looking at him. Maybe it was because it's more of an audio thing. You kind of had to look at him and see his blurry eyes. But I thought that he kind of strayed a little bit and then pulled himself back together again. So I didn't, but it's not the first time. Well, I'm sorry, George.
Just a 5-second clip. It's just kind of funny.
I want sanctuary city policy to end.
Okay.
I
want sanctuary city policy. Yeah.
So he's a big time drinker, and he's so in love with war. He's so happy about what's going on. I mean, the stuff that you look at in the on the news and go, Oh my goodness. What do we have here? He is just jumping. He can't get enough of it. He loves it. And it's gone to his head that maybe the president's listening to him or something. And so I think this is on Sean Hannity. And he basically thinks he's the president or something, or he can start just kind of making deals, not only without the rest of Congress, but the president. I guess he does say, I've got a bill in there as well.
Here's what I want to say to Saudi Arabia tonight. I'm willing to do a mutual defense agreement
Stop for a
with your
second.
country.
I'm willing. I'm willing?
Me, that's right. I run the Senate.
1 out of 100 senators, you're willing to? Are you the one senator out of 100 willing to make a deal with
They told
Saudi
me
Arabia?
I could do that. President Trump said I could go over and talk to Saudi Arabia.
Maybe he's willing to enlist. Maybe it's him.
I ain't doing that.
He was in the military.
Was he?
Yeah, but I think
Oh, he loved it.
was all stateside.
Okay.
He was like I think he was in the National Guard.
Well, they try to get rid of us. They try to put individual shower stalls, and I said no.
Get on your knees, scumbag.
This is about comrade. This is about comradeship, right?
It's about comrades. Look, if you're afraid to look at a naked man, there's something wrong with you.
Here's what I want to say to Saudi Arabia tonight. I'm willing to do a mutual defense agreement with your country to give you protection in perpetuity. Under the agreement I've been pushing, and I hope we can continue to talk about, if you're attacked by Iran, we would go to war for you.
Ron who?
Who's we?
All of us. He's speaking for all of us.
Oh, thanks.
He's dead sure that all of the founders would be for this. That's why they founded the United States of America, so that you could take money from American citizens and their taxes, put it into a military, and then guarantee governments and countries on the other side of the world that we will send our treasure and our sons and our daughters to fight. That's my goodness gracious. What am I talking about? That is the definition of a constitution.
Hamilton definitely wrote that in the Federalist
Yes,
Papers.
he did. They got,
Yes, we have to protect the Mohammedans. That's what they're called.
Is that what they're?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's just really, it's insane that this guy's out there. I read an article from the right that was saying, if Trump wants to get his war message on track, which I don't even know how that's even possible at this point, he needs to tell Lindsey Graham to shut up.
Shut up.
Yes, sir, Mrs. President.
Going on, it's not enough. And Cuba, we're going after you, Cuba. And
Well.
Hey, can we put this fire out first? And then, hey.
No, we're going to have Cuba guys out and down right there in Havana.
All of this stuff is so overwhelming that it almost didn't get reported that we started another military conflict in
Ecuador,
which is with the narcos or whatever. We're working with their military, and I don't know if we're just giving them guidance or bombs or whatever. That's really something, that you live in a world where your government can start an engagement in a military conflict, and there's just no room for it. There's just too much other news going on. There's too much. I'll bet you most people don't even know that happened, 3 days ago. Just insane. So Lindsey Graham's making deals, and Lindsey Graham says that your kids and your loved ones, if he gets his way, in perpetuity will go to war and fight for Saudi Arabia, because that's a great democracy. Isn't this the guy who says we have to fight with Ukraine to save democracy, and we have to fight with Saudi Arabia to
save oil?
And here's another, boy, you want to talk about scumbag politicians. I think to be a politician, you got to have some scum in you. There's some scum in your bag. And then it's just the levels, right? There's no politician that has no scum in their bag at all.
I had a lot.
I said scum. So this is Senator John Cornyn. Okay, this guy is in Texas. He's the sitting senator from Texas running. Now, there was a big, I think that they have what they call a jungle primary, right? And now he has gone to a runoff with a guy who's actually more MAGA than he is. And Trump says that he is going to, I don't know if has he done an endorsement yet? Trump says he's going to endorse one of them and then he wants the other one to get out. Now, at the same time, Trump wants John Thune, the head of the Senate, the majority leader in the Senate, to get rid of the filibuster so that they can pass the Save America Act, which is all about voter ID and more. John Thune is saying, I can't pass the act, and I'm not willing to break the filibuster. The filibuster is an old tradition, and we don't want to do that. John Cornyn has always been against getting rid of the filibuster, vehemently. And then guess what just happened? He's now in favor of getting rid of the filibuster so that Trump will endorse him. And he was asked, to me, I'm sorry, I don't care where you stand on the filibuster. This guy's been a politician forever. He's not young. But these people are scumbags. They just want power. Contradict and compromise myself in public? Absolutely. Do I get to keep the power? Remember that. It's never about you. It's about them getting power. I think there was a reporter
from NBC
who catches up with him.
I heard
and this is the new thing in Trump's America is, you just tell reporters to go to hell if you don't want to. Because that's not a good question. That's a terrible question, isn't it? You've spent all of your political life saying that you were in favor of being a filibuster, and now that Trump is going to pick one, you've decided that you're in favor of getting rid of the filibuster? What a terrible... Why would any reporter even ask such a question?
What would you say to those who say you just changed your mind to win the president's endorsement?
I'd say that's not true.
You also said that if leadership...
I think we're through. Go ahead. Go away.
Thank you.
It's the new America. I like faces. Thank you.
I think we're through. Go away.
It's the new America. You don't challenge politicians. You may be fooling yourself in thinking that you're being governed. You are not. You're being ruled. When you're being governed, hard questions are welcomed. When you're being ruled, any difficult question is rude. Why would you? I'm the ruler. You're a peon. What are you doing asking me these questions? America 250. It just keeps getting better and better. Alex Williams has better news. We do have some better news, some good news on 400 in Roswell.
Yeah, Eric, been watching this crash. It was in the left lane on 400 southbound before Holcomb Bridge Road, exit 7. Roswell police arrived on the scene, were able to get it to the right shoulder. All lanes are back open. It's bunched up the ride back toward Old Milton Parkway, but I do expect those delays to start to improve. On the southeast leg of the perimeter, watching the slow zone. It's just volume, though, trying to make your way through the work zone. 285 eastbound, the outer loop from I-675, getting up past I-20. We also got some better news on 285 around the airport, Isabella Rodriguez.
Better news indeed for drivers on 285 northbound, the inner loop right before Camp Creek Parkway. That's in College Park, and it was blocking a left lane, but that crash has now cleared, and all lanes of 285 northbound are now open, and those delays up from the airport are improving. This report is sponsored by TextNow. Some people still pay $100 a month for phone service. TextNow gives you 5G without the 5-figure commitment, unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited freedom to switch things up. Try TextNow today. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
We've all been there.
Bumper to bumper all the way back before.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Crash knocks out 4 left lanes, including the express lane.
There is one thing you can count on. Triple Team Traffic on WSB.
3 right lanes shut down.
We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
Avoid the area by taking Buford Highway as an alternate route.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
If you're selling your home, stop thinking small. This isn't just about listing it and hoping for the best. This is your biggest asset. Treat it that way. Hey, it's Eric Von Hassler. With Orchard, you don't wait around for your home to sell before moving forward. They give you cash up front so you can buy your next home first on your timeline, not the market's. No juggling closes, no double moves, no scrambling when offers come in late. Then Orchard goes to work, handling repairs, upgrades, staging, and powerful marketing designed to get your old home sold for top dollar. And when it sells, you get the second payout. That's momentum, that's leverage, that's control. You move when you're ready. You sell with a strategy. You get more out of the process, not less. So if you're serious about making a smart move, start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, we're barreling through 2026, but it's still early, and that means it's still a great time to get organized in your financial life. And here's the good news for folks listening out there. Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the Portfolio X-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life, specifically your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years, against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Make 2026 the year you take control of your financial life with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the Portfolio X-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
You still got that John Cornyn audio. And I have trouble with that name. I don't know why I want to say Cronin, like the lead singer from REO Speedwagon, but it's John Cornyn. Again, his whole career, he's been dead set against removing the filibuster in the Senate. And now, obviously, why now? He's in a runoff and he wants Trump to endorse him. And so he's come out to say, yes, we should get rid of the filibuster. Trump wants to get rid of the filibuster because that's the only way he's going to get his Save America Act through. So let's hear that again.
What would you say to those who say you just changed your mind to win the president's endorsement?
I'd say that's not true.
You also said that if
I think we're through. Go ahead. Go away.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Hey, Mr. Powerful Guy, you have no... listen, you should not have to explain why it's not true. We're sorry. We're sorry. But we're sorry, Mr. Powerful. Mr. You've been in the Senate 24 years. Let me get on my knees and lick your boots and tell you know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing that. It's quite obvious that you don't have to tell the tax-paying public or the American people as to why you changed your mind. And we were wrong to even push you to do so. Sorry. This is from Wall Street Journal today. Cornyn, a former member of Senate Republican leadership who has served more than 2 decades in the Senate, had previously been a staunch defender of the filibuster. As recently as October, so not too long ago, Cornyn told the Wall Street Journal that eliminating the filibuster was, quote, an absolute non-starter, unquote, because it would, quote, destroy the Senate, unquote. Former Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, a Democrat turned independent, said in an interview that he was disappointed in Cornyn. He said the Texas senator had personally begged him to vote to preserve the filibuster when Democrats were in power. He said, Joe, you get rid of this filibuster, and I guarantee you it will ruin the Senate. It'll ruin the way we do business here, and also they will rue the day that they did this, Manchin recalled. This is, hey, if you're in Maca, I want you to hate that reporter. How dare she? Are you offended the way I'm offended that she would ask such a question of one of our great rulers?
Don't forget consistent.
Yes, very consistent. This world. Politicians do not care about you. And they all have some scum in their bag. Just a matter of how much scum they have in their bag. They all want power. They don't care about you. There's only one way that you could ever identify a good politician that doesn't have scum in their bag. And that is a politician who is willing to lose because the voters refuse to adopt their ideas. Okay, I threw my hat in the ring. I was looking at things, and I believe I have some good ideas that can solve some problems. Let me run a campaign to convince you that you should allow me to take over because I think I have some new ideas. And then on election night, the people say, thanks, but no thanks. And your response is, well, great. I have these ideas. I'm certainly not going to change my mind about these ideas and the reasons and the ideals for power. I didn't throw my hat in the ring for power. I threw my hat in the ring because I thought I had some ideas that could help. But if you don't want them, okay, I'll go home and I'll go back and doing the things that I was doing before becoming a politician. That's the only way you could ever identify a politician that doesn't have scum in their bag. They are willing to lose based on their ideas. Keep looking. Let me know if you ever see one. You're more likely to see the Sasquatch in Ohio. And remember, it ain't no dang deer. Alex Williams ain't no dang deer. And he's turning his attention toward downtown.
Plenty of brake lights through the heart of the city this afternoon. Eric 75 southbound. They find you right around Moores Mill Road. 400 southbound. It's slow getting past Lennox Road, but the heavier stuff starts right at the 485 merge. About 25 minutes from there down to I-20. Northbound packed in as well. 75-85 northbound from Highway 166 Langford Parkway. That ride will start to improve for you once you clear Peachtree Pine Street heading up past the Varsity. Checking I-20 on the west side of town, Isabella Rodriguez.
On the westbound side of town on I-20 eastbound, we're watching some slowdowns as you head out from 285 all the way towards Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Those delays ease off, but they pick back up at Riverside Parkway right by Six Flags. And the ride on I-20 eastbound into downtown, you're looking at a slow ride from MLK Jr. Drive, exit 53, all the way to 75-85. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
March is the biggest month of the year at Solomon Brothers Jewelers with up to 60% off engagement rings and wedding bands. At Solomon Brothers, you don't browse, you book a private appointment, work with an expert, and find the perfect ring without pressure. Hundreds of styles, custom design available, every budget welcomed. Book your private Marry Me March appointment today at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, helping Atlanta say I do since 1982.
Do you notice any gaps between your floors and walls, or are your basement walls bowing? These aren't cosmetic issues. They can be indicators of foundation problems. You need AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Visit aquaguard.net today to schedule your free inspection. Remember, AquaGuard.
Saturday, March 14th, the Strand Theater in Marietta will step back in time with the Chi-Town Transit Authority, a tribute to the music of Chicago. Chi-Town features a tight horn section along with the dynamic vocal harmonies that Chicago is famous for. Experience Chi-Town Transit Authority, a tribute to the music of Chicago, at the Strand Theater in Marietta on Saturday, March 14th at 8 p.m. Tickets on sale now and going fast at ChiTownBand.com. That's ChiTownBand.com.
Your family is so ready to celebrate spring. Get outdoors, relax, and spend quality time together. Do it in your own backyard in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Save big now. Instant rebates up to $1,500 or 0% for up to 60 months. Hurry, Brown's Pools and Spas spring sale ends March 23rd. BrownsPools.com.
Think about this. In 2006, $20,000 equaled roughly 33 ounces of gold at the spot price. At today's prices, those 33 ounces would be worth over $150,000. Smart Americans diversify a portion of their savings into precious metals. That's why I buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's a crucial part of my balanced strategy. Gives me peace of mind given all the events that could impact the U.S. economy. See if holding gold in a tax-sheltered retirement account is right for you too. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. Just text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to receive your free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, let Birch Gold help you diversify with gold. Now that's peace of mind. Text Dan to 989898. Again, text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 today. Message and data rates apply.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top story. A synagogue near Detroit is attacked.
Smoke billowed from the roof of Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan, as dozens of police vehicles responded to reports of an active shooter.
At least one individual came to the temple. Security saw him, engaged him in gunfire.
Sheriff Michael Bouchard also told reporters law enforcement was already on alert for the possibility of anti-Semitic violence in light of the war in Iran.
CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports the suspect is dead. Temple Israel also houses a preschool. No students or staff are hurt. 57 degrees in Atlanta. When's the next rain chance? And what day could drop into the 20s? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A deadly shooting today at Old Dominion University in Virginia may have ties to terrorism. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports one person is dead, 2 others are injured. The suspect is also dead.
The on-campus shooting happened inside an ROTC class at Old Dominion University. An Army official says members of that class, training to become officers, fought the shooter. The FBI has identified him as 36-year-old Mohammed Jallo, a former National Guardsman who pleaded guilty nearly a decade ago to providing material support to ISIS. He was sentenced to serve 11 years in federal prison, but he was released early in late 2024.
New this half hour, a serial rapist heads to prison for the rest of his life after pleading guilty in DeKalb County today.
Life without parole plus 50 years in prison for 64-year-old Wesley Cooley, who pleads guilty to 4 sexual assaults in DeKalb County. Cooley's M.O., offer a young woman a ride, then detour and rape her. District Attorney Sherry Boston says DNA ties him to 9 Metro Atlanta rapes dating back to 1999.
No matter how much time has passed, it's important that we hold dangerous offenders accountable and send the message that those who prey upon the people of DeKalb County and Metro Atlanta will be brought to justice.
The youngest survivor, who was 16 then, says Cooley took her innocence and she'll never forgive him, but she's proud of the woman she's become. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta police officers take a suspected stabbing victim into custody after a foot chase across the highway.
Officers respond to a call of a person stabbed on Memorial Drive. However, when they arrive at the scene, the victim is gone. A few hours later, another call comes in about a man fitting that victim's description at a location on Peachtree Street. When officers tried to give a criminal trespass warning to that man, he takes off running across the Beaufort Spring connector, followed by police who ultimately catch up with him near an apartment complex next to SCAD. He's now in custody as authorities believe he has active warrants out for his arrest in DeKalb County. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
During a visit to the state capitol today, VA Secretary Doug Collins says he's thinking of American service members and their families as the conflict with Iran continues. At least 7 Americans have been killed and over 100 wounded in the conflict.
The price of freedom is never cheap.
He's urging all Americans to reach out to military families right now. Check back often for updates on the conflict in the Middle East here on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. Georgia nominates 8 new sites around Metro Atlanta to National Register of Historic Places. They include landmarks such as the Atlanta Constitution Building in Atlanta, the Banning Mills Industrial Archaeological District in Carroll County, and Fayetteville's Railroad Street Historic District. Georgia has more than 2,200 listings in the National Register. Something to celebrate, Trees Atlanta and the Beltline are expanding nature space.
Trees Atlanta calls the Arboretum a public garden, spanning over 12 miles along the Beltline. Director Greg Levine says he hopes kids can learn from the signs pointing out native plants and also just enjoy the outdoors.
It's getting kids off the scrolling and being active and being part of the world versus scrolling through someone else's world.
He says the environmental impact can affect people's mental health as well as physical. In Atlanta, Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
And Bill just watched all lanes get blocked and reopened up in Gwinnett County. 85 northbound, Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. Had a crash in the second left lane. Police Hero were able to get that off to the right shoulder. Held all lanes for about a minute or two to do so. So put a little bit of extra pressure on the ride up through Norcross. Even delays stretching back towards Chamblee Tucker Road. Trying to get past 285, 400 southbound. Some leftover brake lights between Alpharetta and Roswell due to an earlier crash before Holcomb Bridge Road that's cleared to the shoulder. The northbound ride is still pretty bunched up in Sandy Springs from 285 up to Northridge Road, exit 6. What are things looking like on I-75 northwest of the city, Isabella Rodriguez?
Your ride on 75 northbound heading into Marietta starts out well, but things stack up as you approach South Marietta Parkway at exit 263. That delays stay with you as you approach the I-575 split and into Kennesaw. And on the southbound ride from North Marietta Parkway, it's getting slow all the way from North Marietta Parkway down to 285. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and breezy as cold air continues to rush into the metro area. Lows tonight dropping down to the mid to upper 30s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds and a high around 68. Saturday, starting off chilly with lows in the mid 40s, but warming up through the afternoon, high around 75. Sunday, increasing cloud cover with an isolated rain shower possible. Morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid 70s. Another cold front moving through on Monday with morning rain showers, colder temperatures through the afternoon, dropping down to the 20s by Tuesday morning.
Right now, 56 in Fayetteville, 57 in Brookhaven, 56 in Milton. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Playing a game with your family, that's a lot of fun. Playing a game with your roof, you'll lose every time. Dave Baker here for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. When it comes to replacing or repairing your roof, think of Findlay first. You'll always win with Findlay. They're the extra effort experts with high quality, highly rated roofing experience and expertise. They've replaced over 65,000 roofs locally. With Findlay, manners matter. With Findlay, you get upfront pricing, exceptional service, and they'll treat your home like it's their own. Win, win, win. Only Findlay Roofing stands behind their work with a lifetime leak-free warranty at no additional cost, and you'll pay nothing until the job is complete. Findlay Roofing is the perfect match for any roofing issues. Plus, they offer 0% financing. Get started with a free roof analysis at findlayroofing.com.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens like a break-in or fire? That's when you need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned and still no contracts.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
My uncle's Maytag washer lasted over 37 years. His motto, buy once, cry once. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. When I started A1 Garage Door Service, I thought about my uncle's Maytag. Most garage door springs get about 10,000 cycles or 3 to 5 years. Our Max Life springs last over 100,000 cycles. That's a minimum of 30 years. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
Fix it right there in your crawl space.
All right. So we have a basketball game. We're only on till 6:30.
That's correct. Georgia's playing in the SEC tournament, taking on Ole Miss.
Right. And that means that our friend Shelley Winter is not on the air tonight. And because of that, we won't get into the details of it, but basically I had to do a show with Shelley on the phone before I could come here and do this show because he's just jonesing. Yeah, he just needs his fix of talk radio. And then I got here today. Shelley, you with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I enjoyed the show that we did for each other earlier today.
As a matter of fact, when you were talking earlier in the show, you were saying some of the same things we talked about, and I said, I heard this already.
Well, welcome to what it's like to be a family member of Eric Von Hessel. In some ways, it's good that there's no difference between the on-air and off-air guy, but if you're around me all the time, you got to hear it all. It's constant. All right,
consistent.
So then I get to work, and I see this this large proclamation framed on your desk. I guess this happened last week. I wasn't aware. You remember when, not remember, nobody remembers here now, not even me, but when the Beatles got what they call the MBE, the Members of the British Empire. And but now I'm proud to say that Shelley Winter has received the OGC. This is from the Secretary of State on the state of Georgia. Brad Raffensperger, Secretary of State of the state of Georgia, do hereby proclaim Shelley Winter as an outstanding Georgia citizen. May this outstanding citizen be afforded every courtesy as a goodwill ambassador from Georgia in his travels to other states, to nations beyond the borders of the United States of America, or wherever he may hereafter travel or reside. Thank you for your service to our state. This is nice. This is going to hang on the wall, I'm guessing.
Well, I brought it. I didn't know where to put it on the wall. I was getting ready to put it next to the sculptures there, but I thought that would be disrespectful to the people who have passed away. So I was thinking of replacing one of the Marconi Award banners with it. But
by the way, it says here, and congratulations, of course.
Thank you.
It says here, this whole thing about outstanding citizen afforded every courtesy as a goodwill ambassador from Georgia in his travels. This is a large thing. You'd have to kind of carry it with you and show it, in other countries and pull it. It's not something you can put in your back pocket. You kind of got to carry it with you everywhere you go, so people know that you're an official ambassador of the state of Georgia.
Well, I asked for a card, a wallet-sized card, and they're working on it to give me a wallet-sized card to put into my wallet. Yeah, so I'm working on that, getting that next. But yeah, it's the highest honor I've ever gotten.
Well, congratulations. Jared told me something. I don't know if I'm not saying he got it wrong, but I mean, is this true that every member of, is it just the Senate or
it's both sides of the General Assembly and the Senate?
Did every member have to vote yes?
That's what I was told. That's the information that I got. I tried to Google it, but it doesn't say anything. It just says that it has to be nominated by a member of the General Assembly. But I was told that there are people who have been nominated who were not approved for it. So apparently, that's what I was told.
I guess that's where mine is.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Anybody see mine? Aren't I? I mean, look. Hey, I don't want to rain on your parade.
Yeah, you pissed off some people in Stone Mountain, Eric.
I guess I'm not. I don't want to rain on your parade, Shelley. But I mean, I'm a pretty outstanding citizen of Georgia. I don't quite.
All of us are. Yeah. I think everyone at WSB Radio is an outstanding citizen. But I got the award for all of us, and I accept it on behalf of everyone at WSB Radio.
Yeah, but you can't hang it up here. You can't hang it up here.
And by the way, I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that for all of us. And to show my appreciation, I'll just take this home and hang it on my wall.
That sounds good. That sounds
Why
good.
don't you put it in your office?
And it's like for him. I'll do this for you. It's in my office.
I know, but Shelley had an office, and said, "Listen, I don't want to pull a Trump here and take your Nobel Peace Prize and act like it's mine." But if we should have done a whole bit on that.
Yeah. Oh man, we blew it.
Yeah, we blew it. That's what I do every day. I come on and do less than could possibly have done, and people accept it because they say, "Well, he still did it a little bit."
He's trying.
He's trying. He's giving it.
Aww.
He's giving it.
They say that
a shot. That's what he said. Eric is trying. So listen, if you don't find, do you really want this hung here? Is that
no, I was just, it was in my car, and I didn't want it splashing around, and the glass would break. So I'll probably take it home at some point. But I may leave it there. I don't know. I may leave it there. I kind of like it there. I can see it every day, and it reminds me to continue to do good work every night from 7 to 9 p.m.
It looks kind of. It looks kind of. Yeah, that is, by the way, when he's on. Usually, when there isn't basketball, or something else, he's on from 7 to 9. It looks kind of odd on your desk, though. That just looks. You can't have it on your desk.
You could put it next to the stack of books.
Yeah, you can put it.
I
next
could put it next to the stack.
But it's
yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, his book Jenga that he's got going.
Yes,
there, which I guess he's just waiting for it all to collapse.
Those are regifters. Those are regifters.
Okay. You better start regifting because they're going to fall on somebody's head soon. So I guess if you would like to hang it. If you don't find any office space to hang it, you could use if you want to, I'll put it in the corner of my office, and you can come in and look at it every day. It can inspire
I'll
you.
put it on the floor in the corner.
With the paintings.
It'll be over there. Yeah, it'll be over there with all the other art.
We can take down your Rising Tide Lifts All Boats picture, Eric.
Yeah,
that's
turned out not to be true. I think when I believed in that Rising Tide Lifts All Boats thing, I really hadn't looked at the billionaire oligopoly thing. So maybe it's time to bring down the old Reagan notions of Rising Tide Lifts All Boats. Apparently it doesn't. But Shelley Winter, when did you get this? Did you go to the General Assembly to get this?
Actually, I got it as a surprise. I had no idea I was getting it. I got it as a surprise at my birthday party on Sunday that none of you came to.
All right, now I would have.
Happy birthday!
You know that
Thank you, Autumn.
You know.
I did. I know you told me.
I had
you told me, but Jared and Tim.
I told you why.
Tim had to go to Stone
Why are you guys being so secretive? I told you the secret thing why I can't go.
No, I had to go to a memorial for a neighbor. So it happened to be the same day, and
you can't do two things in a day.
It was at the exact same time.
And I stayed out accidentally until 4 a.m. It was my bad. You did not want me there, Shelley.
Shelley would have shown up. Let me tell you, if Shelley had been out to 4 in the morning, he would have awakened with a horrible hangover, and then he would have remembered some recipe to do something with it that he was taught in Harlem at some point, whatever, eggs and vinegar and some Tabasco sauce, and he would have shown up. Am I right?
QT hot dog.
You would have.
Absolutely. I show up for my friends. I support my friends.
Wow. Well, that's why Jared Yamamoto is not considered an outstanding Georgia citizen, and you are. Well, congratulations, my friend. And
thank you, my friend.
And if I'm ever in trouble in a foreign country, I'm going to tell whoever it is that I know you. And I'm sure.
Absolutely, and I'll make the calls right away and get you out.
All right, my friend. Hey, your next birthday a year from now, I'm there.
All right, my man.
I wouldn't count on Jared or Tim, but I would be there.
Autumn, I'm going to bring Autumn to town for my birthday. She'll show up.
That's right.
I like to party.
I like to party.
I like to party.
When I was a teenager, a friend of mine had a mom like that. You're like, oh, you're kind of creeping me out.
Oh well, I'm not trying to party with children.
Did you ever have a mom? I wasn't. Well, I guess I was a child. I didn't think of myself as a child. But is it the cool mom who says, "Yeah, pass me that joint"? And I realized, oh, you're kind of creeping me out.
I tell my kids all the time, "You want to get high with me."
That's right.
Come upstairs with me, darling.
It was very much that.
Your friends are pretty cute.
All right, Shelley Winter, take the evening off. Don't think about politics. Run through a field of daisies or something. Actually, take the entire night off. Just don't think about it for one day. That's
Absolutely.
my advice.
Talk to you guys soon. Great show.
All right, man, and great citizen.
And great.
Congratulations on being pronounced a great citizen. I've always known.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Shelley Winter.
you.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-20 in Lithonia.
That's right, Eric. Trying to get eyes on this one. I'm definitely seeing the slow traffic associated with it. It's I-20 eastbound. Looks like it's just past the Turner Hill Road Bridge. Seeing the brake lights behind it back towards Evans Mill Road. Even before there, you're slow in that work zone on 20 eastbound, leaving 285 out to Panola Road. Just found new trouble 675 southbound in Ellenwood, just south of Forest Parkway, exit number 5. Crash in the left lane there. Delays quickly stacking back towards 285. You can use Highway 42 or I-75 south as an alternate. Been slow on I-85 in Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez.
You're going to run into some volume-delayed relays right as you head out from 285, but we do have some progress on 85 northbound right past Pleasantdale Road. A stalled vehicle in the center lane has just cleared, but we're still seeing those volume-related delays into Jimmy Carter Boulevard. And for some progress, we did have a crash on Beaver Moon Road, but it has just cleared off to the right shoulder at exit 102, and all lanes are back open with those delays improving. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties and get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arrow. I don't think this is just a black and white story.
Local.
These public defenders like, hey, get a real lawyer, man. I can't handle this.
Topical.
People that like the president think this is the greatest thing to do.
Mark Arrow.
That's one of many unanswered questions.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations. I know what's important to you when you're looking for a new deck. You want the work done with quality workmanship, on time, within your budget, and built correctly. Getting a new deck from Ben Hill Renovations checks all the boxes. And when it comes to new decks, pretty much anything you can imagine, Ben Hill can do. And they're all backed by the Ben Hill Workmanship Warranty. Swing by the new Ben Hill Renovations showroom in Douglasville and talk to one of their designers. Or see them on the web at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Energy costs are a big part of any business budget. That's why Georgia Power is here, to help you consume less and save more. With energy-saving tips like upgrading to more efficient appliances and installing LED lights to reduce energy use. Plus, we can help you optimize your heating and cooling for even more savings. Making the most of your energy doesn't just help your bottom line. It makes it easy to keep helping the people you're there for. Save more with Georgia Power. Visit georgiapower.com to get started today.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope, echoes that become second chances, love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
Attention, Antifa, human traffickers, cartels, and woke DAs. With Chris Carr as governor, you won't stand a chance.
I'm Chris Carr. In Georgia, we will prosecute you. It's easy for politicians to talk tough, but I'm the only Republican who put gangs, human traffickers, and Antifa behind bars. I even fought Obama, Biden, and Abrams in court and won. If you're attacking our police or our freedoms, I'll be your worst nightmare.
Chris Carr doesn't just talk tough. Carr had the courage, brought the cases, and locked up the criminals. He has more than 120 gang convictions. Over 200 human trafficking victims have been rescued and seized enough fentanyl to kill 3.5 million Georgians. Carr's taking on the woke left, making crime illegal again. As governor, Chris Carr will keep up the fight and never back down. Chris Carr, governor. Real fights, real wins, real conservative. Paid for by Carr for Georgia.
Hey, you have suffered through enough seasons. Is your old, clunky, unreliable heating and cooling system even gonna make it? Chris Chandler here. Stop repairing, finally replace it. Call the experts I trust. TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hurry, for a limited time, get a $1,000 instant rebate off a new system and 36 months 0% financing.
TE certified, we love your home.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
I'm forecasting more daylight and bigger views with a 100% chance of a smaller name. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows. Same amazing local people and same Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows. They're 8 times stronger than vinyl with slimmer frames that brighten your home with more daylight and bigger views.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
It's so hard to figure out, what's actually going on the ground in Iran, this Ayatollah, this new Ayatollah. Is it son of the old one or the grandson?
It is the son. Yes, he's Ali's son.
Okay. So, when apparently this is not AI generated, when they announced that he was the new Ayatollah, they had a cardboard cutout. Like the cardboard cutout that I have of Josh Allen that we bring out on Sundays. Literally, that's what it looked like. Then there's stories that he got killed. There's stories that he got that he lost a leg, that he's in a coma. But they made him the new Ayatollah with the cardboard cutout. Now there's been the first message from the new Ayatollah, but it's in letter form and it's read by somebody else. So we still haven't seen him. So who knows? Maybe he got his leg, and they said that somebody else was reading it because he had a foot injury. I think if you had a foot injury, you could probably make it. So that sounds like maybe the stories we're hearing about lost a leg, maybe in a coma, maybe is true. So I don't know if this guy is planning on stuff, or if he simply doesn't know that he's the new Ayatollah yet. And then the question is, well, if he is in a coma, if that's what's going on, who actually wrote the letter?
Well, I know that my foot usually impacts my voice a lot.
Well, yeah, you just don't want to get out there. I mean, that's why I can't even do Wellness Wednesday without Dr. Joe adjusting my feet.
Take a letter, Maria. Send it to the U.S.
It's just, if you think you know exactly what's going wrong, or right. But I meant to say on. If you think that you know exactly what's going on the ground in Iran, you're a fool. Nobody does. Probably not even the president. Alex Williams says it's stacked and packed through downtown.
Just all volume on this sunny Thursday afternoon. Eric, 400 southbound. You stack in right around Lenox Road. About 35 minutes remain from there down to I-20. 75 delays start south of Moores Mill as well. Getting down to I-20. Not any better northbound. 75, 85 northbound. That's jammed up. Highway 166 Langford Parkway. You're finding relief as you approach 10th Street in Midtown. Looks like that crash on I-20 eastbound in Lithonia at Turner Hill Road is cleared. Hopefully the delays behind it will as well. We got a crash on I-675, Isabella Rodriguez.
Those delays are building on I-675 southbound, where a crash past Forest Parkway, exit 5, is blocking a left lane, and that's going to affect your ride as you're making your way through Ellenwood. You'll want to use Highway 42 to get around this. This report is sponsored by Mark Spain Realestate.com. Mark Spain is a real estate, and you'll want to go to trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center at 95.5 WSB.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments. And get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
No hot water? Running out halfway through your shower? Or dealing with a leak that just won't stop? When plumbing problems hit, you need help fast. At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and expert plumbing repairs. Our local plumbers arrive ready to diagnose the issue and fix it right the first time. Get comfort back and problems handled by Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services. Local folks you can trust. Straight answers you can rely on. Powered by Ace Hardware. Get service today at MoncriefAir.com.
March is the biggest month of the year at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, with up to 60% off engagement rings and wedding bands. At Solomon Brothers, you don't browse, you book a private appointment, work with an expert, and find the perfect ring without pressure. Hundreds of styles, custom design available, every budget welcomed. Book your private Marry Me March appointment today at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, helping Atlanta say I do since 1982.
The Guaranteed Offer from Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. You'll save time and make the most money. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With the Guaranteed Offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our Guaranteed Offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Why choose between getting things done and doing things with the ones you love? With Kroger same-day pickup and delivery, it's easy to shop the same great prices and quality you'd find in store. We'll bring your groceries right to you, so you can spend time on what matters most. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $20 on your first Kroger pickup or delivery order of $75 or more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story: a vehicle rams a synagogue in suburban Detroit.
This is believed to have been an intentional vehicle ramming of Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan. According to sources, the vehicle was seen driving around a security bollard before it crashed into the building, and that is why synagogue security personnel immediately engaged the driver, possibly preventing anyone inside the building from getting hurt.
Correspondent Aaron Katersky reports the driver of the vehicle is dead. The synagogue also served as a preschool, and children were in the building when the attack occurred.
I've never seen anything like this. My first thing, to be honest, were the children. There's a whole, daycare program in there, and parents and grandparents have been coming, and they're scared to death for their children.
She's a member of Temple Israel. A security guard was knocked unconscious after being struck by the suspect's vehicle, but there are no other injuries reported. Governor Kemp responding to the attack in Michigan, calling it a reminder of the real threats facing the Jewish community here in the U.S. and worldwide. The governor says anti-Semitism and violence targeting religious institutions is abhorrent and downright evil. It is 57 degrees in Atlanta. After a cold night, how much does it warm up heading into the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This just in, the U.S. military says a refueling aircraft has gone down in Iraq and rescue efforts are underway now. A second aircraft landed safely. A shooting on the campus of Old Dominion University in Virginia today is being investigated as an act of terrorism. One person is dead, 2 others are injured. FBI special agent in charge Dominique Evans says the suspected gunman has ties to ISIS.
We have confirmed reports that prior to him conducting this act of terrorism, he shouted or stated Allah Akbar, and he was formerly a subject of an FBI investigation in material supporting terrorism.
The suspect is dead. The shooting happened inside an ROTC class. Members of that class fought the shooter. Iran's new supreme leader relays a message on Iranian state TV today. Correspondent Marcus Moore reports the new Ayatollah did not appear on camera, but did have a message that was read by a TV host.
One of the things he said is that the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed, and he also suggested that they have considered and looked at opening other fronts of the war and exploiting areas where the enemies, as he's described them, have little experience. And he said that there would be areas that are vulnerable to them.
Check back often for updates on the conflict in the Middle East here on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. A serial rapist gets life in prison after pleading guilty in DeKalb County today. Prosecutors say 64-year-old Wesley Cooley was responsible for 4 sexual assault cases in DeKalb County between 2012 and 2017. DNA also links Cooley to other rape cases in metro Atlanta dating back to 1999. He's sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. A man accused of sexual battery at 4 different grocery stores in DeKalb County over the past several months is now behind bars. DeKalb police say 27-year-old Jerome Grogan is accused of groping strangers at Kroger and Publix locations on Flat Shoals Parkway, Flakes Mill Road, and Wesley Chapel Road. Roswell police arrest a woman who is operating a senior care home without a license. 58-year-old Deborah Calloway is also accused of stealing money from the residents. Officer Tim Lupo with Roswell Police says they found 10 residents at the home, but there could be more victims.
We believe this home may have been in operation for as long as since 2019. So just because we have these 10 individuals, there's a high likelihood that other individuals have come through this home as well.
The residents have all been relocated. It is 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Travel advisory on the south side through Ellenwood, Bill. Crash in the left lane. That means only a right lane open, 675 southbound before you get down to Highway 42. That's slowing the ride back to Anvil Block Road. You can jump off there, use Highway 42 and make your way down, or use Highway 42 and work your way back down to I-675 as an alternate. 85 northbound, that ride's trying to get better up toward Gwinnett, but I'm still seeing the slow traffic from Chamblee Tucker Road up to the crash off to the right at Beaver Ruin Road. What are things looking like on Georgia 400, Isabella Rodriguez?
You're going to run into some slowdowns on Georgia 400 northbound right past 285, and that's going to slow your ride down into Dunwoody. And on the southbound side of things, you're going to run into some slowdowns at Lenox Road, exit 2, as you make your way into the Midtown area. This traffic report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll want to go to markspain.com and get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center. Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and breezy as cold air continues to rush into the metro area. Lows tonight dropping down to the mid to upper 30s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds and a high around 68. Saturday, starting off chilly with lows in the mid 40s, but warming up through the afternoon, high around 75. Sunday, increasing cloud cover with an isolated rain shower possible. Morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-70s. Another cold front moving through on Monday with morning rain showers, colder temperatures through the afternoon, dropping down to the 20s by Tuesday morning.
Right now, 55 in Alpharetta, 53 in Lithia Springs, and 58 in Covington. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Here's a question for you. Is anybody in this America 250, we're celebrating 250 years. What's the actual centennial called again? Because it's got a long, it's not sesquicentennial, because I believe that's 150.
Bicentennial plush.
Is it a bicentennial plush?
Yes.
It's a subscription service that you have to have in order to stay a citizen.
That's what, yes. Bicentennial plus.
Semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial, or just America 250. But has anybody been watching this Darren Aronofsky AI American Revolution series? He has an AI studio. So he has this series that's going on. It's called On This Day, 1776. So they drop on that day, and it's AI. I think he uses real actors' voices, but everything you see is AI. So it's like AI George Washington and all of these people. And I think it's done with Time Magazine. So I think it's on Time's YouTube channel. Anybody seen any of these?
I haven't heard about it.
It is. I mean, you would think Darren Aronofsky. I mean, he's made some pretty great movies, like Noah. Did he make Noah?
I think so.
I think, but he's
Yes,
made some great movies. You'd think he'd do a little better. So I saw some imagery from this stuff, and it's got that AI thing going. So like at one point they have the Constitution. Another, it's the Declaration of Independence, and it says like Declaration of England. I mean, you'd think that this guy
is he doing it as a joke?
No, he has an AI studio that he founded called Primordial Soup, and this is really kind of the first.
I'm looking at it visually. I'm not listening, but visually it looks good.
You think it looks good? Wait till they get to the there's too many fingers and the documents. I mean, if it's a document, it's like the Declaration of Independence. You think that they would make sure that in every frame it says Declaration of Independence,
and it doesn't.
No, it does that weird thing. You know that weird thing AI does,
yes.
like with
trouble with words.
Has trouble with words and fingers. And who was the guy? Will Smith. Remember his video?
Yeah.
Where people were holding up signs, and at first it looks like it says something, but then when you really look at it, the words just don't.
And this is in conjunction with Time.
That's what I'm saying. It's on their website.
Oh, okay.
It's on their YouTube website.
All right.
I always thought Washington had 6 fingers on his left hand.
Well, listen, that's how he got so much done. That 6th finger.
It just
the English were not counting on that.
It initially looks good, but I haven't paid close attention.
No, if you pay close attention, you'll see that it has all those little AI, goofy, what do you call artifacts?
Yes, the drift.
The drift, and also happening today. By the way, what I want to say is, if you're excited today because they've released new emojis, I never want to have a beer with you. I just want to. If there's even just a little teeny bit of excitement that you got today when you looked and saw there are new emojis and everybody's got a favorite one. I don't know if it's everybody's favorite one, but the media's decided. The media, what do? They looked online and they saw comments, and now they report on the comments that they saw online in a different media altogether. And what they found was people are digging the distorted face, which I don't know why it's called distorted face. It's really kind of a duh face.
Did you see the other one they put in there?
I've seen all of them. They have a treasure chest. They have they've got the other thing, and there's I believe there's a whale.
Awfully suspicious here. There is a Bigfoot
emoji.
That's
right. That's right. There is.
There's a Bigfoot emoji.
That wasn't no dang deer.
Do they have a dang old deer?
I'm sure that's.
I saw it.
Just don't mistake the deer emoji with the.
Okay.
But they don't. For some reason, they don't call it Bigfoot. They call it hairy beast or something.
Hairy man.
Hairy man.
Yes.
Is it pregnant?
Come on now. Let's not pull the emojis into the culture wars. That's never happened.
Well, they have
before.
that. Yeah.
They're the pregnant guy with a beard?
They have a pregnant man. Yeah.
Well, good. That's why. How else are you going to let somebody know you're pregnant if you're a man if you don't have that emoji?
Exactly.
Okay, just because you don't need it doesn't
You
mean
could
somebody
just
else
be real
doesn't.
butch and be pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I froze my eggs.
So,
but I also like.
I like that as like a Saturday Night Live character. You just show up. You go, I froze my eggs.
I froze my eggs. I still like to fix up my motorcycle and look like a dude.
I froze my eggs. Hey, and the audience goes crazy after. Oh, it's the I froze my eggs lady.
Hey,
say it. Come on,
shut
say it.
up.
Say
I
it.
froze my eggs.
Yeah. Woo.
Isn't it a little weird though that they introduced the hairy man,
Hairy
Bigfoot
man.
emoji
When we're having
all these
Yes.
sightings? A little weird.
Yeah. Well, hey, by the way, maybe
Apple's onto something.
we should ask the lady here that saw the Sasquatchy and said
Yeah.
it weren't no dang deer.
That wasn't no
is it-
dang deer.
Okay, well, I agree. It probably wasn't no dang deer. But
No, a deer.
do you think it was possibly a dang hairy man?
Well, what is the Bigfoot?
It's
Ain't nothing but a hairy man.
Well, no, it's not. It's supposed to be
Well,
the
like some kind of
it's
like,
supposed to be the missing link, right?
Right,
It's
and what missing link to what?
to humans from
Exactly. Human.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying
I
is
rest my
my
case.
understanding is the missing link that this would be the upright walking bear or something. Like it walks on its own. It's the missing link. It doesn't
no
walk on all
bear.
fours.
It's a cryptid, right?
What's that?
Well, it's a humanoid,
that?
but it's a cryptid. It's a
Monster.
Yeah, monster.
It's a monster.
Yes.
Yeah, he ain't no missing link.
Has he not? Am I wrong? Is he not referred to as the missing link at times? There's Bigfoot. There's Sasquatch.
I think maybe in the past it has been, but it's not like that.
I'm looking up the missing
because
link.
I saw him.
Yeah.
And I said, "What in the heck?"
And then you probably thought it was a deer. That's what I would have.
I knew ain't no ding dong, ding bang bong, ding dong.
No, scientific evidence does not support the idea that Bigfoot is a missing link in human evolution.
No, he's just.
Wait a minute, how can there be scientific evidence about something that has never been studied, or there's no forensics on this thing? Is this mythology science?
Well,
the
no.
science of mythology says
The lack of DNA evidence keeps it from being out of the realm of science. It's cryptozoology.
Aha.
I like that. You almost did it right, but it should have been a full-on zoo.
Cryptozoology.
It's one of the things that people don't seem to realize, and then when you find it out, it makes so much sense. People say zoology, but zoology would have 3 O's. It's zoology. You just learned
What's
something.
he on about?
It ain't no dang old deer. That's all you know.
I know that, right?
So the missing link is? I've always thought that was Sasquatch. So missing link is another thing that people just look for.
Well, no,
the link between the
not anymore. The
hooved animals.
The term missing link is considered outdated in biology, as evolution is a branching tree rather than a straight line.
Yeah. What about that other form of life that they discovered years ago and nobody talks about anymore?
Oh yeah.
What about that? It was on. I saw it on CNN.
It like proved that there were
There was a
different
whole
realms or something.
No,
right?
no, but it just said that there was a whole different light, like a whole different tree of life that was not connected to our tree. And I saw this on CNN, probably in like 2009 or something.
Well, isn't that mushrooms?
No, they're part of our tree of life.
I don't think that they are.
Well, they may not be, but we always knew about mushrooms. I'm saying the whole thing was we have found a new tree of life that has its own branches and it's not connected to our tree of life. And I think fungi is because mushrooms are they're right there at the bottom of our trees. So they must be connected to the tree of life. See how the
shadow biosphere?
I don't know. This was on CNN. And actually it was on Fox. It was during Megyn Kelly's show. And I think it was like 2008 or 2009. I'm remembering because the TV was in a different room. And I remember I was in a different room watching the television. And it was back when I watched television news. That was a long time ago. But there was this, because I remember it, and we've brought it up once before, maybe a couple of years ago. I remember it so much because the lady, the scientist who was giving the presentation was kind of bizarre. Now, she didn't realize what she was doing. She was trying to do the kind of, when you watch those popular science type shows and the scientist is really relaxed and they're sitting there like, well, imagine a large loaf of bread. Like she was trying to do that and not really realizing that we don't want to know about your background. She started off, I was always fascinated with life. And I remember Megyn Kelly just looking at it going, what the hell is this woman talking? So it stuck out in my brain, but that doesn't mean that what she was announcing wasn't real. And I know we brought it up a couple of years ago and I can't remember what we came to. But I saw this as an announcement from NASA. I wasn't dreaming. I don't dream.
No, this says here, the shadow biosphere concept proposes that microbes with radically different biochemical and molecular structures having a completely separate independent origin of life might exist alongside known life on Earth.
And this is the thing. Now that they're saying might, but I was watching a press conference from NASA that said, we have evidence.
Well, that ain't no dang old amoeba.
That ain't no deer, tell you that much. That's right up in my tree of life.
You just say it ain't related to that danged old deer.
It ain't.
That's different.
I'll tell you that.
That deer's different.
Alex Williams. Well, you know what? I don't know. I'd like to jump to the other tree. Look what this tree ended up being. I want to give it a shot on the other tree.
Alex is in the other tree.
Alex Williams?
Yeah, he's in the other tree.
Is that your way of telling me that Alex Williams is getting impatient? And he wants me to shut up and throw it to him?
He says, hurry up.
Alex, all right, Alex. Well, it's always traffic with Alex. He says there's some progress on 675 in Clayton County.
There you go. That's right, Eric. We had a crash. It was in the left lane. That means only the right lane was open. 675 southbound, just south of Ellenwood before you get to Highway 42. We just watched that crash clear. Hero picked up his cones, and it's all gone. So those brake lights on 675 south that start before Anvil Block Road, those will start to improve. 75 north in Henry County, that's on and off the brakes this evening out of Locust Grove up through McDonough, improving around Jonesboro Road. How are things looking through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
Things are stacking up as you're making your way into downtown Atlanta, especially on 75 southbound at Morris Mill Road where those delays start, and also on I-85 southbound at Lenox Road exit 2 where those delays will stay with you until you make your way into the Midtown area, and on 400 on Georgia 75-85 northbound at Langford Parkway, those delays stay with you until you get past exit 249 by the Georgia Tech area. This report is sponsored by Whole's Food Market. It's taco night at Whole's Food Market. Get 2 large Hass avocados for $3 with Prime through March 17th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You can count on it.
You can try and plan for it.
But sometimes it gets the best of you.
Multiple left lanes blocked, quickly impacting you as you leave the airport.
When it stops you from getting where you need to be.
Atlanta's most trusted traffic team gets you there.
Now we've got our second crash of the morning on I-85.
The most up-to-date traffic reports from Atlanta's most trusted traffic team.
Only a right lane open.
Every time you listen. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
When it comes to repairing crawl space issues, it's not one size fits all. AquaGuard Foundation Solutions knows that. Their experts will recommend a solution tailored to your home. Simply book an appointment online at aquaguard.net. Remember the name. AquaGuard.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Discover the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Join us Sunday, March 15th from 11 to 5 for the grand opening of the new Panorama Buckhead Condominium Residences. Be the first to experience stunning new renovations, tour model homes, and discover condo purchase options with prices starting from the 300,000s. Sunday, March 15th from 11 to 5. Enjoy priority access to released condo inventory. Don't miss your chance to unlock the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Visit panoramacondoatlanta.com for details.
Bro, our AC totally died this weekend, and I just got quoted $10,000 for a new one.
Reliable replaced mine last year, bruh. $69.99 a month.
Bruh, $69.99?
Yeah, bro. They take care of everything. Forever. All repairs, maintenance, and it's no additional charge, bruh.
Bro.
That's right, bruh. Stay cool with reliable heating and air. Any size AC, just $69.99 a month. Zero down and an unbeatable lifetime warranty. Go to reliableair.com to schedule your free estimate today.
They lied, they cheated, and they broke the law. Liberal losers forced illegal migration on hardworking Americans. But conservative businessman Rick Jackson is ready to fight back.
I don't care if you're Muslim or Mongolian. You don't have the right to force your culture on our country.
Corrupt career politicians let the invasion happen, then made it worse. But conservative businessman Rick Jackson isn't gonna let them get away with it.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes, victimize our children, and get away with murder. So here's my guarantee to them. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed. Any questions?
It's time to win big for Georgia. Rick Jackson, the Trump-supporting, straight-talking, successful businessman with nothing to lose. Rick Jackson for governor.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. You'll save time and make the most money. Hi, this is Mark Spain. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
When you decide to buy a natural diamond, remember Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort is an authorized Hearts on Fire jeweler. Every Hearts on Fire diamond is a piece of art, carefully and thoughtfully selected and crafted, worthy of the kind of special occasions that come along a few times in a lifetime. My friends at Tara Fine Jewelry will show you how to accurately compare diamonds with their famous personal service, so you'll know you're making a good decision. You'll see why I've been a Tara Fine Jewelry customer for over 25 years. Tara Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
By the way, just quick update. This war has already cost $12 billion in munitions only. That doesn't count the plane we lost. Now we've lost another refueling aircraft in Iraq. And none of this counts all of the maintenance that goes with all of this stuff. This is just the material. You're $12 billion down in a week. and a country that's $36 trillion in debt. How do we do it? We're just magical, I think. What do you say? This is our last segment for today because UGA will be playing
Ole Miss in the
Ole
SEC
Miss.
tournament.
And that's so we're done after this. So why don't we do a few open mics?
All right, yesterday we were talking about how Kiss, you could still buy a Kiss casket for $5,000.
And we were wondering if anybody ever had, but you know,
Wow.
it's a good marketing ploy.
We need to put this in the merch store, Autumn.
I pay $5,000 for an Eric Von Hessler casket, as long as you throw in the gravestone that also has your likeness and says, "Get off my grave."
I like it. At first I was kind of frightened. I was like, $5,000. And then, it's for you. It's not for me. Now I get it. All right. Let's run through these. And listen, we'll have them available, of course. First, we have to get a merch store and settle on a logo. But after that, we'll get to it. We'll
Long
get
way
to
to
it.
go there.
Yeah.
This guy's got a new way to fund the war.
All right, Eric, I know how we get just as much war as we have stomach for, okay? So we're going to fund it on Kickstarter. That way we can put in exactly the goals we want. They can put in extra stretch goals. If they want boots on the ground, they can fund it. But I think Kickstarter is probably the way to go on this.
I like it, but first you got to have the Trump. Are you able to give us the goals that we need to? We got if you get $10,000, we'll do this. Do you have goals for this war? Are there any goals for this war?
Well, one of the goals, of course, is to get their oil.
Yeah. Okay.
That beautiful black gold.
Okay.
Texas tea. And then another goal is to get rid of the hideous and horrific and terror funding regime.
Okay. All right. You're flagging there a little bit.
And to get out without losing a lot of material. What?
Why did you do a Jake Paul there, limping, and then all of a sudden,
and he got a big ring,
and you have my complete mental endorsement.
I forgot he could talk like that. I'm so used to doing.
Right now, CENTCOM is saying they're aware of the loss of the refueling aircraft in Iraq. They're not saying if it was shot down or.
No, we know. Hey, we know.
Well, just tell us.
We know.
Okay, but
we'll
tell us
you
what
when
happened.
we know what happened.
I paid for that damn thing.
You didn't pay for squat. We borrowed money from China to pay.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Do we have time for one more?
We sure do. You mentioned how you don't understand how politicians have a lust for power.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Well, this open micer thinks otherwise.
Mr. Von Hessler, I'm going to have to call BS on you saying you had no lust for power. You've ruled the airwaves on 2 different stations for Atlanta radio. With your oligarchy ways, how dare you say no lust, no power? You're lying to us.
Liar.
Those things doesn't happen without just lust,
yes.
love, the power of radio waves.
We get it.
Okay. Without big, hard lust. Without a huge amount of.
All right, we'll get to the other. There's some good open mics. I appreciate that open mic. He is confusing hustle with a lust for power, but I appreciate it. All right, that music is telling us 2 things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out, because there's some basketball to be played. So no Shelley Winter tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.
626, trustdale.com.